my mic was muted. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. My mic was muted. All right. At least I didn't need to wait for people to point it out this time. That's called progress. I can see chat coming in now. It's delayed. See, I can't get ahead of it, but it's working. We're good. I'm assuming there's sound now, right? Yeah, okay. Hello! I didn't even plan this, but reorganizing the background for... It's only in the left... Jesus. Okay, hold on. Sorry. That should... Okay, we should be good now. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. It should be in both ears now. I can speak to you in stereo. What was I saying? Yeah. The backdrop redo for the videos actually wound up benefiting the streams too. I just turned my lights on and it works. Oh, it looks like we've got someone who's going to be doing summon. I will not be playing online today. It does not work with the setup that I'm currently using. But, yeah. So, okay. Bloodborne. I have a Bloodborne sweater on. Before we start, I gotta say, first of all, my plan here is not to do Bloodborne every week until we finish the game. I'll be doing a Bloodborne playthrough, but every second week, and then in between we'll play something alone. So I think next week we'll do Murder House, and then maybe after that we'll do something else. But yeah, no, I'm my plan is to kind of do 1 week on, 1 week off for this because it's a bit of a longer game than most of the games that I play on here, but still not super long. So, Bloodborne. This game means a lot to me. I started playing Bloodborne, I think it was during COVID. I tried it out because I was really into the aesthetic, but I didn't like hard games at all. Every game I played on easy, and I would get like mad at the most remote challenge. And I played Doom Eternal when that came out, and then I was like, okay, challenge can be fun sometimes. I tried Bloodborne because I loved the aesthetic, and I got to the Bloodstarved Beast and then rage quit. Couldn't do it. Took 9 months off. Came back. I said, I'm not going to let this beat me. And I beat the Bloodstarved Beast just by parrying it the whole time. And then I fell in love. And when I got to the Shadows of Yharnam, that's a moment I'll never forget. Beating them, I got up and started dancing around the room. I was so excited. And then I became a Souls nut. And upon finishing this game, I bought every FromSoft Souls game. And it's my favorite game genre ever now. It's like all I play. Yeah, so I'm madly in love with these games. So yeah, this game means a lot to me. It kind of came at a time when I wasn't playing many games. I just wasn't clicking with video games. I was like, man, maybe it's like, I thought I was like aging out of it at 19. Yeah, no, it was this game that got me back into gaming, and Souls games are my favorite shit ever. So let's go over chat. Let's say hi to some people here. Dragonfly, how's it going? Crew Kid, hello. Evan Erix, I never know how to pronounce that. I am certainly giddy. Yes, I'm very excited. Tina, how's it going? Tina Cosm or Cause. Manic Melody, how's it going? Barb, hello. So very tired. How are you? Abby, nice to see you. Blue Milk, yeah, you're gonna be doing the co-op stuff. So if any of you are gonna be like wanting to play while we're doing this, there's someone in chat who will be doing some co-op, so you guys can play together if you want. I've played this game, just to clarify, a number of times. Not as many times as I've played Elden Ring or Dark Souls 1, but I've played it a lot. Yeah. Zezina, hello. How's it going? Rishi Rishma, how's it going? Mono's nothing, hello. Magnificent Logo, hello. Seventh Requiem, hi. Hello, the goat. That's you guys. Disturbing the peace. Enjoy the Yarnum experience, Mr. Horror Movie Man. Oh, I always do. I always enjoy the Yarnum experience. I lost track of where I am here. Bell Outdoors. Hello. Love you too. Thank you for the support. Lonely Robot. You're going to be starting Bloodborne soon too once I finish Elden Ring Convergence. My cousin and I are going to play that soon. We've been playing the seamless co-op mod a lot. I'm very excited to try it out. It looks really cool. Yes, Murder House. Yeah, we'll do that next week. Josh, how's it going? I love this sweater too. I was very happy with it. My girlfriend got it for me. Trash and none. Trash none. Trash and none. None. Trash and one. Trash and one. Trash and none. Next week we'll do DS3. Yeah, that'll be a nice quick stream. Brotherhood of the Wolf, Belladors. Yeah, I want to do a video on that. It looks cool. I've not watched it yet, but DS3 is the best. Well, DS3 is pretty amazing. What do you think of Hell House LLC? Loved it. And also, this is super cool. It turns out Stephen Cognetti is a fan of my videos. I messaged him before watching it because I was like, I'll just Hail Mary it. I was like, should I do the director's cut or the theatrical version? And he messaged me back and he gave me what he thought. And then he was like, oh, I watch your videos. It has since The Witch one, which was 2 years ago. I was like, that's cool as hell. Yeah, I loved Hell House though. I thought it was really cool. Very much enjoyed it. First video I watched, he was with the Bloodborne hoodie on. I was instantly positively biased. Hell yeah. Bless our beast with the first filter I ran into as well. It's a brutal one. DS3 is my starting point. Yep. Yeah. Bloodborne was easy for my brother too, and it was one of the last ones he played, but this game kicked my ass. It was the first one. It was the first one that I played, so I have a very big soft spot for this, and it was tough for me. Imagine aging in a video game. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen now. Evan, what are your most anticipated non-horror movies for the rest of the year? Godzilla Minus Zero, Dune Part 3, and Digger. I would say for non-horror, Dune Part 3 is definitely mine. I just got my IMAX ticket the other day. I don't tend to like follow upcoming releases of non-horror movies, but like I'll watch them when they come out. So then like I get positively surprised. But yeah, no, it's mostly Dune for me. It's even funnier doing full invasion runs at Rain City and have your invaders and team, yeah. You want me to use the threaded cane? We'll go over build in a second. Crew Kid, Hello Good Hunter. This is one of my favorite games ever and my favorite FromSoft game. In fact, a few years I wanted a PS4 just to play this. Yeah, thankfully you don't need a PS4 for it anymore, which is great. Jack Pineta, hello, how you doing? Gonna load up a random character. Yeah, it looks like there's someone if people need help. Go for it. Frenzied Zelda class goes burr, by the way, in the mod. Okay, sick. Trash in one. Okay, I got it right. Disturbing the peace. The only thing stopping me from playing Convergence is I'm not buying the Elden Ring DLC a second time on Steam just to make it work. Did you switch from console? I did buy the DLC twice. I bought it for my brother on the PlayStation, but then it was my PlayStation, so whatever. Okay, excited for Cities. Yeah, same. I'm going to see it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Bloodborne is also my first Souls-like other than Hollow Knight. Nice. Found Bloodborne fairly easy, minus a few games because it's Saw Cleaver. All right. So, yeah. We'll probably get crack-a-lackin' on this if I can get this to work. Oh, God, please. Oh, what's going on here? It's not listening to me. There we go. All right. What is going on with the controls? There we go. All right. Let's... I don't know why the mic was muted. That was weird. Dude, this sucks. Oh, wait. Okay, it's picking up again. Don't disconnect. Cooperate with me. Okay. Hold on. I think we're okay. What is... Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Oh. That almost really sucked. Oh my god, it's being like inconsistent. Dude, it's like disconnecting. What is happening? What? Bro. There's no way this happens right now. Oh, it's working here. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to reopen the game. Bear with me. Bear with me here just a moment. Sorry, guys. We're going to try again. It still doesn't want to work. Is my controller really just going to stop? I won't cancel. Hey, no, I won't cancel the stream. Here, I'll bring desktop audio up a bit. I won't cancel the stream even if this doesn't work. But I really want it to work. Echo. What is going on? Is it working now? Why does it have to be Bloodborne that gives me so many problems? Is there still audio or echo on the audio? Shouldn't be. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Let's not waste time. We're in. I think we're in.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place.
Is this... there's no way. Did the stream video just freeze?
You need only unravel its mystery.
Bro, please don't tell me that's what just happened.
Easy, with a bit of yarn and blood of your own.
Oh my god, it froze.
But first, you'll need a contract.
Ah! Why? Okay, that works. This does not work. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. We're having so many problems. Okay. We're gonna name ourselves Stream God. Because that is me. Everything is going perfectly smoothly here on the stream. Okay, we're not even going to worry about character customization here. We're just going to hop in. It is the damn... Dude, I've never had problems playing this on the PS6 Pro Max Elite. Literally just finished a full playthrough, so I made sure it would work on the PS6 Max Pro Elite. And now, of course, as soon as I go live, it's going to start being irritating.
Whatever happens, you may think it's all a mere bad dream.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's being weird again. Look at that. Look how weird it's being, dude. Just hold on a sec here, guys. Is it super laggy? There's a delay. Okay, this one I'm not even seeing. What's going, like, is there a delay, like an audio delay, or what's going on? FBI. I don't even see what you guys are seeing.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure this is all set up the way that it should be. Let's not stress about this, guys. Everything is perfectly fine. Trust me. Okay. Are we good? No lag? Audio is okay? Is everything okay? Are we good to play Bloodborne? I think we might be okay to play Bloodborne. It was a bit of a rocky start. And by the way, I don't actually think that any of this is being caused by the PS6 Max Pro Elite. I think it's caused by the fact that I'm using a different window manager than usual on my computer right now. And I forgot that I had focus following my mouse. Magnificent logo, what, like, by there's a delay, what do you mean? Like an audio delay, or? Alright. I'm gonna start playing. Handwritten scroll. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm using like a tiling window manager on my computer right now, and it's a different process. Apologies. Oh my god. Wow. The controller just stopped again. No! No! Don't do this to me! Well, while we sit here, I don't know if anyone noticed, but there's no sounds when I'm moving around in the chair, because I got a new chair that doesn't suck. This is actually hell. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, the other controller's doing the same goddamn thing. Dude. Ah! If we have to switch to something, we're gonna switch to Murder House. Because either way, I'm gonna need to get a controller working. I don't want to play a Souls game with keyboard and mouse. I've done it for challenge runs, but... It's literally as soon as you click... go live. Everything starts going wrong. That's just how things work here. This is actually terrible. Let me try one other thing. Give me 1 second. 1 quick second. This is our Hail Mary. Oh wait, hold on. That's the wrong Hail Mary. Acquired the right Hail Mary. Please. Oh, that might have worked. It might be the cable. I think it might have been the cable. Okay, let's just start playing. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Everything is going fine. I really do just want to hunt. I'm not asking that much. I think it was the cable. Everyone at home, knock on wood for me. It is not a stream without glitches. No, certainly not on my channel. Now, knowing live streamer luck, this is never going to work live. Unless... Oh. Come on. Stop turning. Stop turn. This can't happen. Come on. Oh my god. No! I fucking told you. I told you. I've not died to that wolf in probably 2 years. But you go live... After all that, it's lagged. The internet was lag. I was distracted. It was controller wasn't where I wasn't. See, you guys understand. I would never die to a simple werewolf. Oh, cool thing! Look what arrived today. The Obsession soundtrack on vinyl. That's pretty sick. Cool. I didn't open it yet. You guys want me to open it? There's it has a pearlescent red colored vinyl. FPS issues now? Are you serious? Are there FPS problems, guys? Oh god, can I not just play the goddamn game? So, build. We're not going to use the cleaver for the whole run. I'm just grabbing it right now because it's easily the best weapon to start with. But, my plan for this, because we don't want the playthrough to be too long since I'm on stream, is I'm planning on going Saw Spear, which I love that weapon. Okay. FPS issues during fight, not in general. I mean, it's Bloodborne. Okay. Yeah. Seems like cutscenes and combat aren't kind to the stream for some reason. Alright. Oh yeah, there's always going to be some problems here and there. Especially considering, yeah, I mean, that's some lagging there, but some of these things are to be expected. PS6 Elite Pro. Yeah, we're going to do Saw Spear. Man, I'm going to try to not just to rush through everything, because I know that there probably some people watching who've never played Bloodborne before, maybe even never seen Bloodborne, which is kind of, that's wild to me. But yeah, this is the world of Yharnam. Yeah, I like the spear. I love the thrust attack that it has. There's a fun thing you can do too. The other side of this gate is somewhere that you get to like much later in the game. But that werewolf that's down there, he has a grab attack. And if I stand here and get him to grab me in a very specific way, I'll actually exit the grab animation on the other side of the gate, and you can skip to like much later on and get some cool gear early on in your playthrough. Little piece of advice. You'll see it a lot if you ever watch like speed runs of the game. But yeah, I'm gonna try to not just like rush through everything. Like, oh man, this game. It was the atmosphere that drew me to it initially. I was just so like, I don't know. It's the look. It's the aesthetic. This like gothic horror stuff. No, the wolf in the gate thing was never patched. It is still very much so a thing. I guess there are certain things that I could explain too. So you'll notice, for those of you who aren't familiar, my weapon has 2 modes here. And this is one of the less substantial shifts, but every weapon in Bloodborne has 2 modes to it. And I can switch to them on the fly. I can switch to them in combat, which gives me some fun bonuses while I'm fighting. This one just goes from, you know, a short weapon that's kind of quick to something that's a bit longer. Oh yeah, I do transform attacks and lots. Souls games like this is my shit. This is the one game genre that I'm comfortable saying I'm quite good at. Bloodborne, maybe not. I mean, Elden Ring is definitely the one that I'm like the most proficient at. I've just like learned those fights. I've played that game like 30 times at this point. But yeah, no, this is a style of game that I'm very comfortable with. So we'll light this up. These are our lamps. They're basically like bonfires in Dark Souls, but less useful. You can get mods for the game that will add like more features to the lamps, and I've used them. But I found that I kind of missed going to the Hunter's Dream for like leveling and upgrading my weapons and stuff, so I don't tend to still use them. There are some mods running right now. Like you can see the button prompts are switched out to Xbox prompts. I have a couple things to fix some bugs. But yeah, nothing. I have nothing here that's gonna like alter how the game actually works. But yeah, Blue Milk mentioned it. The what am I thinking? The transform attacks mid-combo will give you extra damage. They're really good for like the limb breaking mechanic in this game. You'll see me using that a lot to kind of cycle bosses very quickly. But you can see if I can get it here without getting further screwed. There's a nice big range of attack on that one. You plague-ridden rat! Yeah, the frame rate's not, you know. Again, it's Bloodborne. Disturbing the peace. I would certainly, personally, I would agree with Nameless that Bloodborne is one of the best games ever made. That is an easy thing for me to personally say. This guy I remember driving me crazy the first time I played the game, but that's the fun part about these is once you kind of learn some strats, you can blow through things that used to drive you crazy. Oh why? Oh why? We're doing a no-hit run? Jesus. Oh man. It's nice to be back in Yharnam, isn't it? This was a rough start to the stream, but it looks like we're going so far. This was one of my favorite things about the game when I first played it, man. These little interactions you have at the door. So I'm basically someone from outside of this town of Yharnam. And I am here to help deal with basically I'm part of the hunt. We're here trying to kill all these beasts. There's a bunch of people who are hiding inside, hiding from them, and more will be revealed as the game goes on.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya? Are you that outsider?
He's only got one thing to say. Yeah, so they're not, you know, they don't really want to interact with me. They kind of just want me to do what I'm here to do and fuck off. This guy has a gun, he'll shoot me if I'm not careful. But what's nice about the guys with guns is they pretty much always drop bullets that you can use. Now, bullets in this game are not, probably not what you may expect. They barely do any damage. I'll show you on this guy here. If I just shoot him, you can see, I mean, it did a little bit to him, but these guys have no health anyway. Yeah, they really don't do much damage. What they're basically for, you can build into them to make them a little more viable, but they're for parry. So if I shoot someone right before they do an attack, like right as an attack is coming out, I'll be able to do like a critical hit on them basically every post. There is an example of some of those transform attacks. I think the frame rate's worse too because I'm streaming it. This seems to be a little buggier than usual. Oh yeah. Something's going on there. Well, would not be Rocklin Graves live stream if it was functional. There's a guy with a gun there, you want to walk out for that. Old Yarnum, honestly, it's got to be one of the best, but also, I would say easily one of the most brutally punishing first areas of the Souls game. Most of them, especially this little area right here, I don't think most first areas in FromSoft games are going to push people as far as this one does. I'm feeling super nostalgic about this. It's great. I feel like if there had been a Bloodborne 2 shortly after this was made, I would have faced ourselves with one of the best games ever made. Yeah. I definitely agree. I am a From Software stan. I will not, I'm not even going to attempt to deny that for a second. No, I've never made a video about Souls games. Could be fun though. Because like I said, these are my favorites. I haven't played this one. I played it somewhat recently. I did a playthrough, but not a ton. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen. Would you say it's your most played game in general? I mean, over my lifetime, I feel like it has to be Minecraft. Like, I remember playing that when it was in the fucking browser. And it didn't have blocks labeled, so I thought obsidian was shingles, and then I used obsidian to build houses. I think if we're talking about a game that I've played most, let's say as an adult, I do think it's Elden Ring. I'm not sure if there's a 4-in-1. I'm not sure there's any game I've played more than Elden Ring as an adult. So this guy with the purple glowing eyes, I'm gonna kill these gunners here. Just, okay, or not. Or we're gonna get back into a corner. That really sucks. Hold on. So the guy with the kind of glowing eyes there basically has all of the points that I had when I died last time, so I gotta kill him to get them back. But if I die again, then I lose them permanently. I know a lot of you know all this. I'm just explaining stuff for people who maybe aren't as familiar with it, because I think it's so easy to like forget. This kind of thing is not fun for a lot of people, which I think is perfectly fair. It can be, it can be pretty brutal. Oh, nice! He walked into the fire. That was beautiful. Other mechanics I can explain. You'll notice when I get hit, my health doesn't immediately go fully down. It kind of goes down in like orange increments. And the reason that that's happening is, you see when I hit this guy, I'm getting that back. It's called a rally mechanic. It's because Bloodborne is a way more aggressive game than Dark Souls, which had come before it, and they wanted to encourage you to like keep pushing and be aggressive. I'm sure you have a lot to say about them. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of games I'd like to talk about. Last of Us for sure, which I even have a script written for a video about it. I just haven't made it. Both of them, by the way. The Outer Wilds would be great. That game like changed my life. Souls games would be great. They also did something similar to that. Here's a fun tip for anyone playing this for the first time. You can kill this guy pretty much instantly by just going behind him. Or if you're running at 60 FPS, it'll stutter and lag a lot. Yeah, that does tend to be a thing. It's so funny because that has not been my my experience with it. I just recently did a run of it, start to finish, and it was pretty buttery smooth. Now, also important to bear in mind that Central Yarnum is actually a pretty demanding area because there's lots of like particle effects, there's lots of enemies around. Just dump all the games in one video, make dedicated. Oh yeah, no, that's what I would do. I wouldn't be able to do them all in one video. These guys are mean.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
You're mean. I don't like you. Also, there's a secret down here. I don't want to go this way just yet, but if I break through these coffins, I can kind of skip some stuff. But I want to do some other things first. One of my big claims to fame, by the way, I don't know how this happened. I'm not using it to brag either, because it's not something that I reproduced ever. For whatever reason, my first time playing this game, I first tried Gascoigne. I do not know how that happened. Not that he's like crushingly difficult, but it was my first Souls game. And I still don't know how that ended up happening, because Gascoigne can still, if I let down for a second, he can still catch me off guard. The Foco level, oh yes, they're extremely kind. I was hoping the dog would charge at me mid-transform. Now, dogs you want to get rid of as quickly as you possibly can because they suck. They're really annoying. Okay. Let's not be goofy. Hesitation is indeed defeat. A Sekiro stream would be interesting, wouldn't it? Was there? I think there was an item over here that I didn't. Can't remember. No, I thought there was something over here. Oh, also. Fun little Easter egg. I'm gonna turn it. Oh, sorry guys. Let me turn it up a little bit here for a sec. If you guys listen, I'll be quiet so you can turn up your volume if you need to. There's a song. What could that be? What's the song? We'll have to wait to find out. You will have to wait to find out. Greetings from Canada? Greetings back from Canada. Look at the armor, doesn't really matter. It's all about fashion, Bloodborne. Oh yeah, no. I mean, you can put some armor on for like certain resistances if you're going through like the poison area, but like, this is fashion Souls, baby. You'd be playing Duskbloods, my dear Rocklin. Sorry if this has already been asked. No, I'm not buying a Switch 2 just for that. I obviously love these games. I love FromSoft. If it was a single-player Miyazaki-led Souls-like, maybe I'd consider more. I think putting a FromSoft game exclusive to the Switch is a very strange decision. Some cool ammo we can get if we go this way, but I don't know if we're gonna do that right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a Switch 2 just to play Duskbloods. Plus, I'm not as into the multiplayer stuff. Would you ever do a beat a game in one stream? I've done it for shorter games, but like, are you referring to like a Souls game? Oh, we're not dying to 2 werewolves, bro. We died to 1 in this video stream thing. Will you play Elden Ring? Oh yeah. We do have an Elden Ring character that I've done a couple live streams with that I should finish that run up for. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And that will be easier because I don't have to run it through a PS6 Elite Pro Max, you know? Yeah, Dustbloods is an online-only game on Nintendo console made by From Software, not good at multiplayer at all. It's not going to be too good. Yeah, I don't know. It's not... There's not enough draws for me to do. Did I pick up a torch at any point? I did. I don't need a but we'll take a look at who's in this. We kill this guy. Now, before I do what I'm about to do, I need to preface it. I promise me axing down a man in a wheelchair who did nothing was valid, because look what he's holding. He's got a little fire thing there. He would blast me with that if I gave him a chance. When the hunt began, the healing church abandoned us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward as they burned old Yarnum to the ground on that moonlit night. Have you played Demon Souls? It legit feels like a Bloodborne prequel. Oh yeah, I played Demon Souls. OG and the remake. I like the original more. The remake is very impressive from a technical what hit me there? Imagine a Souls like in one stream. If I try that, I'd be on stream for days. I could do it with Elden Ring. That one, I feel like I'm confident enough that I could play through Elden Ring. It would take me about 4 or 5 hours. That's usually how long, if I like just boss rush, that's usually how long it takes me. Around 4 to 5 hours. Do I think Elder Scrolls 6 will be released before the end of the decade? I would have said no, but then the CEO of Xbox just tweeted or whatever about playing it. So I don't know. I think we actually will see it before the end of the decade. Oh, there's the parries I was talking about, by the way. So yeah, I think we may see it. I have no anticipation that it will be great. I just don't have faith in Bethesda anymore, especially with Todd Howard being into generative AI. Oh, this is going to be a swamp fest, man. Starfield was already so bleh. It wasn't terrible. It was just bleh. So I don't know. Remake is a much better game than OG Demon Souls, way smoother and more refined. But both are pretty bad games. Whoa! Wow. Okay, I mean, to each their own. First of all, I like the original more. The art direction, the atmosphere, the combat, I think all is better. Music as well in the original. But I don't think Demon Souls is a bad game at all. I love Demon Souls. I think it's great. Not sure if you can adjust this, but ducking on your voice so the game audio turns down when you're talking. Sometimes when the battle sounds are happening, I can't hear you. Might be me though. There is a way to do that. I don't have it set up right now, so what I'll just do is I'll just turn the game audio down. And then if we need to turn it back up, I can do that later. Got my favorite armor set, which is the Ashenborn top. Nothing yet. I'm just rocking the default. Like the new CEO chain with the wrench and parents shutting down a party. Yeah. 2028 is the current target date, but chances are it'll be 2030. Elder Scrolls and Dark Souls are my favorite series on the side, so I'm feasting, but on the other side I'm starving. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I adore Skyrim with all of my heart. But I don't know. I just don't have faith that they're going to be able to do that again. But I would love to be proven wrong. To hit the heights with Skyrim. I agree. And Fallout 4 was decent, but I don't think it's up to that level. Enjoyed Demon Souls remake enough to beat it, and I'll even consider getting the platinum. There are a lot of really unfun segments, Dragon God especially. I mean, yeah, Dragon God's a weird gimmick fight. But yeah, no, I think Demon Souls is a fantastic game, personally. This lady's really mean, and I don't like how entitled she is. Do you know of any safe places? So currently I don't. My character doesn't, so I can't actually give her any places to go.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear?
I will try to set up a sidechain compressor for the next stream so I can dynamically play with the sound. It was the Fallout 3 remake with Liam Neeson as dad. That'd be sick. Whatever, shut up, I don't like you. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna turn the audio back up for a second. Like a fair bit. Because there's a character that y'all are gonna want to hear coming up here. We go this way. I was sent to the clinic. I know how to use the clinic. Yeah. Ah. Hello. We need the vibes. Just the dark vibes.
Oh. A hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here. To welcome the new hunter.
Thank you.
Prepare yourself for the worst.
One of the most
There are
iconic
no
lines is coming up here.
humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Ready?
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Come on.
What are you still doing here?
Here we go.
Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt. Sick. I love Eileen. She's so cool. Skyrim on PS5 is the most depressing thing ever. I just think it's crazy how many times they've re-released it. I bought it on Steam for like $11 in like 2012. And they just keep re-releasing it. Okay, now I always forget. I always forget which one's the saw spear and which one is the other thing. I think that one there is the saw spear, and this is not the one I want. But I do always forget. Super Trim? Thank you. I appreciate it. This is also one of my favorite games of all time. We're in the same boat there. Is it this one? Fuck. Or is it that one? I can never remember exactly. It never gets... That's the thing that annoys me, is that they keep re-releasing it and not fixing anything. Like, the unofficial patch has been around for so long. Just fucking implement it. What was your first Souls game? This one. And at what point did it hook you as a fan? The Bloodstarved Beast was the first block for me, but Shadows of Yharnam was when I became addicted. Alright, well, we'll go down for now. There's a couple gunners around here, so we don't want to be too relaxed about what we're doing, but it's not going to be the end of the world either way. Oh, Crim. Okay. Chris with an A. Sounds good. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you could make it. This is my first Souls game, first of two. What was the other one? I would not have just been able to play 2 after this. I was so hooked. I love your videos, and it's wild to me that you could easily be a doppelganger of my cousin. Oh, really? Interesting. Is your cousin Shane Gillis? Or we're just going to have to take a chance here in a sec to see which one is right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I did a lot of work today. I'm working on... I think this is the saw spear. I'm so wrong. It's the other one, isn't it? No, I was right. Let's go, Bloodborne Pro. Alright, this is what we're going to use for the whole playthrough. I'll explain why in a second, because you may have noticed... well, you may not. This soul stat charts can look a little confusing the first time you look at them. But it's lower damage. Lower base damage than the cleavers, so you might be like, why would he use that? I'll explain it in a second. I remember these guys scaring the shit out of me the first time I played the game, man. Hey, bud. So, couple reasons that we're choosing this weapon over the cleaver. For one, when I extend it out, to show the transforms, the heavy attack is a thrust attack. Some enemies are weaker to thrust damage. There's also some nice range on it. That attack will be very useful for backstabbing the Orphan of Kos. But then the other reason, if you look here over... what is it not? Why isn't it showing on? Okay, hold on. If you look here, we can see that it scales a little better with skill, which is what our critical attacks scale off of. I'm trying to read chat and think about this at the same time. But the saw cleaver scales better off of strength, and this scales better off of skill, which means that we're going to be able to really buff up our critical attacks, which is like when I riposte and I do the special thing. So we're going to be building into sort of a crit build, which is very strong. Cousins has got a voice and look almost identical to yours, so Washington State. I could have sworn you're into it. Yeah, no, that ain't me. But that's cool. I don't know what the point of this platform was. I guess it's just to kind of tease you. Like, there's stuff over there. There's an armor set. That right above my head is an armor set that a lot of people really like. Oh, that's true. Yes, Tia Cosm pointed out a cool thing. This is the crazy detail in these games. So, look at the saw cleaver, right? One side of it is serrated, and you do bonus damage to beasts with serrated damage. And there's a lot of beast enemies in this game. Now, the thing is, when I turn it into the cleaver, I'm not using the serrated side anymore. I'm using the cleaver side, which means I don't get that serrated damage bonus. But with the spear, it's serrated on both sides, which means that no matter what, I am getting that serrated damage bonus, which is sick. Yeah, that's true. The armor set over there is the one that's on the box art. So, I don't know, maybe we should grab it. Do we want to grab it? Try and be careful here. If we go back up this way, we'll be able to grab it pretty quickly and then come back down. There's going to be a shortcut we can grab. That fucker can jump scare you if you're not being careful, by the way. This guy's got a big old fang. Oh, you got that big weapon and you're just gonna slap me in the face still? Crazy. Ooh. I'm trying not to just carry everything so that people can kind of get an idea. The FPS stutters are here. It's just that's what the PS6 Elite Pro. I mean, depending on how bad your stutters are, I don't know. There's a chance that they're worse on the stream. This has not been a smooth stream.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? It's we look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too.
I'll certainly
I'm
be
all
talking to your dad.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'll find your mother.
Oh,
Threaded cane is fun.
my mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and
I'm just doing this so
You
that the
won't
playthrough
forget.
doesn't last too
Oh,
long.
I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
But no PS5 port does the motherfucker yet. At least you can play it on the PS5, but yeah, it's crazy that they haven't even patched it to run at 60 FPS, because they could. Trust me, it works fine.
So silly running off without it. My mum wears a red. It's so. Oh, and please.
Okay. Did she give me the music
My mum-
box?
oh.
Don't know if we'll actually end up using it, but... Alright. We're gonna go grab that armor set. Just for the sake of it. There is also, by the way, there is a boss up there. We're just not doing it yet. Oh, you've got some health, don't you? My most recent run I did with the Beast Cutter, which was fun. It's a little slower than I think I would generally. Why did it unlock me? What is happening? Wow, that's crazy. That was crazy. I can't even blame anything. That was just me having poor spacing. From Thread Canes' trick version clanks off every scene. Yeah, it's rough. Hate FromSoft questlines because no one ever gets a happy ending. Gives me no reason to do the quest because I'll be sending a character to their death or worse. These are pretty bleak worlds that we're existing in. I do like to do the quest lines, even though they're sad. But I like me a good tragic story. I'm a glutton for that kind of thing. See, I need to like, focus on what I'm doing. We're going for that armor set. Which I need to go this way to go, and I swear to God. Wait, who has my fucking echoes? Who has my echoes? Where the hell are my... They're just on the floor. I wonder why that happened. Alright. Brother's asking where you are in the game. What should I tell him? Just say Central Yarnum. We're literally just starting out. It's fun. I'm trying to be in here a little longer so people get a feel for it. I have not spent this much time in Central Yarnum in a while. It's nice. I miss this place, man. Alright. We gotta be not too careful here, but these guys can certainly wombo combo you if you're not careful. What's nice too is to get to the coast, you get all of your rally health back. Yeah, the frame rate is not, it's not great, eh? That's so funny, because I literally did not have that problem until I started streaming, but that's not overly surprising. We're about to have such a sick piece of armor, dude. Beast Cutter is like if a strength user felt left out of the Threaded Cane's aura. Yeah, absolutely. It was fine. I didn't love that weapon. It's a hot take you have for gaming. I'll give you my hot take. It's not even necessarily a like something that I think is true. It's just like a game that I just can't bring myself to finish because I don't think I've just come to accept that I don't enjoy how the game plays for as long as it takes to beat it. Red Dead Redemption 2. I've tried so many times to finish that game. I literally have a save right now where I'm at the final act of the game and I just can't bring myself to play it. I don't know, man. That Rockstar mission design is not... It's just not fun to me. Just gonna avoid those rats. Oh yeah, I'm excited for the Resident Evil movie. Oh, oh my god, we're getting some glitches. That's so funny. Forgot I'd already grabbed that. Now... Should be able to just drop... Oh, works too. Yeah, anyway, I love Red Dead 1, but I think the thing is, like, Red Dead 1 is, like, half as long. For as long as it takes to beat Red Dead 2, I can't bring myself to do it. The story's amazing. I just don't like how the game plays. I'm sure I'll finish it at some point. It's just... I bought it on release day. It's an amazing game to like wander around in, get lost in. It's super immersive. Yeah, I'm not talking shit about it at all, but I don't like how linear Rockstar's mission design is. Yeah, like roaming is great. But like, all their missions are like, follow the yellow line to the yellow dot and do what the yellow text tells you to do, and if you don't do it exactly the way we want you to, then you instantly fail the mission. And like, I'm not even playing a game at that point, I'm just pushing forward on a fucking play button on a Blu-ray. Like, I don't know. One day. Play more than an hour of Red Dead 2. I'm fine with a slow story, weird mission design, the gameplay's didn't feel good, at all. I've played a lot of it. Like, I've played probably, like, honestly, 150 hours of the game. I played it at launch, and then, like, just wandering around and exploring, and also trying to, like, replay it again. I'll be honest, man, for me, after the whole thing with the Braithwaites, that, to me, is kind of when it peaked. I loved that bit of the game, but that's, like, pretty early on. Once you get to Saint Denis, like, the story momentum kind of, like, grinds to a halt, and I was just like, I don't know. I know it's an unpopular opinion. People love Red Dead 2, and I totally understand why. But, and I don't mind, like, not everything needs to be, like, hyper gameplay focused, but, for how long Red Dead 2 is, I need more engagement. Also, pig butthole. It's full-on pig butthole, and yes, I'm sticking my arm up there. Like the Last of Us games are some of my favorite games of all time. But I also find the gameplay ungrounded really fun. There was something I was going to say. God, what was I going to say? There was something that was right on the tip of my tongue. Can't remember. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I can't stay engaged with it. The story's great. But also, like, so much of it, like, say I want to go play Red Dead 2 right now, and I have an hour, for example, to play a game. I'll probably spend 15 minutes of that with engaging gameplay, and the rest will be, like, watching cutscenes or slowly walking around, right? I don't have, like, tons and tons of time to play games, and when I want to play a game, I want to play a game. If I want to sit down and watch something, I'll sit down and watch something. And I don't mind a blend of both, but the balance, that's what it is. I think it's just the balance is off. I'm just getting a shortcut there and sending it back up. Mike's Film Fix. What up, dude? I've been listening to your videos while working, man. Your voice is insanely soothing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have no interest in GTA 6. Everything surrounding it gives me the yuck. Yeah, it's so funny, because, like, I was so excited for such a long time, and then when they released the first trailer, I was, like, super hyped. But then, like, a year went by, and I kind of lost all my interest. I don't know. It's just... I think part of it, again, is just that, like, I kind of have accepted that I don't jive with Rockstar's mission design philosophy at this point. So I'm like, hey. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying GTA 6 personally. I don't like that it's digital only. There's a bit like the Netflix thing is like really weird. I'm just like, I don't know, guys. Oh, we're doing our first boss. I had one available to us. Should we do the other one for? Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. I have like, for early game, a fair amount of echoes. Let's go spend these and level up a bit. One thing I didn't quite like was the strand in the communist Caribbean island segment. Oh my god, that was so boring, dude. It's just endless shooting gallery after endless shooting gallery. Anyway, I don't want to. I know that a lot of people love the game, and I don't want to just be like shitting on it. Because I don't think it's terrible. It's just not for me. fine with full story games, and again, until then. Until then. I'm assuming you mean Until Dawn, but I don't know. One of my favorite games I love already just wasn't engaging. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I tried GTA 4 and 5, didn't play either. It was more than 5 hours just to test the experience, but I could. I played so much GTA 5. That's definitely one of my most played games. Mostly just from fucking around with my friends online. Again, never finished the story for it. I just played, like, back in junior high, high school, I played so much of it with my buddies. Don't forget to get 1 insight level. I totally forgot to get 1 insight level. Ah, nice nod. And I don't have any madman's knowledge. Cool. Okay. Bear with me a moment. GTA 6 being the harbinger of the end of physical games doesn't help for me anyway. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not going to be buying it, at least not at launch. I don't really play on my PlayStation anymore anyway. I'm planning on giving it to my brother. So it's like I don't really want to continue spending money on a platform that I'm not planning on keeping. Okay, well, I mean, we're here. We may as well just... Hold on, I'm not going to run forward too much, but we are going to... Watch this, guys. I think we get it? Nice. If you can hit him in the head, you can get a riposte right off the stop. Right off the stop, yes. We're going to cover him in some oil. Oh! And then we can chuck some fire at him. You can see it does a lot of damage. Oh! If it hits him. The fire... Oh my god. Nothing's hitting him. Okay. I guess we're just doing this. Yeah, fire will do bonus damage because he has a little on him, but that only works if, you know, it lands. I only just recently learned what it actually is he's doing when he does the little, like, red thing. I did not know that was him, like, regenerating his stance. Oh my god, every Molotov is missing. That's crazy. Alright, we're not going to bother with the Molotovs then. We're just going to fight him like normal. Oh god, this is a bad spot to be. I did not know that that's what he was doing, no. Had no idea for the longest time. I mean, I guess, like, how would you know? If you... Everything is going wrong in this stream. I think if I died to the characters. No, I knew about limb breaking. But what I didn't know was that when he's doing the red, like, rage thing, that was him regenerating his limbs, basically. Okay, go fuck yourself, because all of my echoes are there, and I don't want to talk to you yet. You know, I know about limb breaking, it's just I didn't realize that what he was doing there was healing.
This dance finished.
Alright, let's get those echoes back. Yeah, my thing with, like, I would use the PlayStation, but the only reason I was still using it, it was for 2 games, right? Well, 3 games. It was for The Last of Us, 1 and 2, and this. Now, all of those, at this point, are either officially on PC or are playable on PC. Which basically means that I have no real use for a PlayStation anymore. So what just happened there? One of his limbs broke and he staggered for a second. You bitch. You bitch. You can see our damage is really low right now. That sucks. So we want to try... Yeah, right there. He's like healing his limb break status. It's kind of interesting. Come on, get out of the corner. Get out of the corner. Let's go. Oh my god, my timing is all off, bro. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen recently, because Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out. It looks cool. And I really like it. It's fun. It's, I needed a new Souls game to play after being heartbroken to learn that the Lies of P devs are using AI now. So, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun. And I'm very intrigued, by the way, by Mortal Shell 2. Oh my god, what is... He's just sideswiping to no end. Yeah, Mortal Shell 2 looks really... I played some of the beta for it, and it's really good. That's usually how that fight goes. These animations are opportunity to get some hits in, it's not an attack. Yeah, true. Make sure we're more financial, so I'm gonna raid a bunch of used game stores for PS5 stuff. Yeah, fair. Well, there's our first boss. Thankfully, we're all prepped up to do the second one, too. So that's the conversation. I haven't played any Souls games. That just means you get to try them for the first time, which is sick. We're not going to be able to use any of this stuff. This is all for multiplayer, but I'm still going to grab it. Just it'll drive me crazy if I don't grab it. It just never occurred to me you might be a gamer, but you plus Bloodborne makes total sense. It's definitely a favorite gaming experience personally, right behind Sekiro. Much love, broski. Oh yeah, I'm a big Bloodborne fan. Sekiro is amazing. It's probably the FromSoft game I've replayed the least. I should do another playthrough of Sekiro. It's such a good game. Played the original Lords of the Fallen, was very confused when not many years later a new game was hit. Yeah, so the original is not good, to me at least. But the new one, the 2023 game, I thought was very good. Just came out at the same time as Lies of P, and I was playing Lies of P, so I didn't get around to it.
To look after you.
Love her voice, man.
Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood,
Listen to that music.
and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
How nice is that? Listen to that music. Watched Caveat last night after seeing the first few minutes of your videos. It was way better than I thought it would be. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so glad you liked it. I love Caveat. Listen to this.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Amazing. I'm gonna we'll pump that up a little bit, and then we'll pump up our skill, and then we'll pump up endurance a little bit. And those are really gonna be the only stats we'll be leveling for this run. I do want to play them for sure. Gonna be a while before I'm off my current Fire Emblem fixation, unfortunately. Hey, take your time. They'll always be here. Enjoy what you're enjoying. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Now, there's a line that he says here that I remember was part of what made me fall in love with this game when I first played it. It's the haze line. You'll hear it.
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Dude, the vibes in this game are so crazy. I do Chalice Dungeons, yeah. Only like recently though, and I love them. I think they're so cool. It's more Bloodborne. It's like I just get to like kind of go in and fuck around for a bit. It's awesome. I really like the Chalice Dungeons. Doll, Emerald, Herald, or Maiden in Black? Who wins? Probably the Doll. Maybe part of that's nostalgia. The Emerald Herald does aura farm like crazy though, to be fair. And Maiden in Black, I'm trying to figure out, are you referring to Melina? I can't remember what the Firekeeper is, or not Firekeeper, whatever the fuck is named in Demon Souls. I think you're referring to Melina from Elden Ring, but I don't know. But yeah, probably the Doll. I just love her voice lines so much. I want to say the dulling was very fucking good. Great more, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. That's I really appreciate that. That's kind of, yeah, we're making more. Yeah, Demon Souls, yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember what she was called. Then yeah, Doll. I felt so lucky catching the dulling so soon after it was uploaded. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, we just did some camera tests recently for the next short film, which is not horror. It's just like a kind of little sentimental thing that I wrote a while ago. And then the one after that, I'm doing what I think a lot of people expected my first horror short film would be, because I think a lot of people were like, the dulling is fucking weird. We knew that when we were making it. It'd be kind of cool to do like a live stream talking about it, because there's a lot that went into it, of course. But yeah, the third one's gonna be like a folk horror thing that I'm very excited to do, and it's a lot longer. It's intimidating. It's an intimidating shoot, but we're gonna do it, and I am excited to do it. I think it's gonna be cool. Do you have anything for me? No. Okay. Watch Hell House LLC the other night. I'm excited to see the video. Yeah, I thought it was great. Also, bye. He'll be back, don't worry. Looking forward to whatever project you choose to share with us. Thank you. The next one probably shouldn't take too long. It's really simple and short. But then the third one I do imagine is going to be rather time consuming. The bloodletting beast fights, yeah, they're fun. You can play Chalice Dungeons on the emulator, yes. Because there are like preset Chalice Dungeons in the game. They're not all an online thing. But also there are people who have found ways to get some of the online dungeons into the emulator, which is cool. Such a neat concept for boss being affected. I fully agree. Fully agree. So you can watch the director's cut of Hell House? Not yet. I decided to go with the original cut first, and then I will return to watch the director's cut after, because I saw people saying that the director's cut revealed things about the franchise that were not revealed until later in the series. So like, I'll watch the series and then I'll go back and watch the director's cut. Now I will say, when I asked Stephen Cognetti, he did say that he said he liked the theatrical cut, but that he was also very happy with what they added to the director, so it seems like he has respect of both. You'll see what I'm doing in a second here. Hopefully this guy does his fucking job. There we go. So much fun. Used a forming dungeon before, the one whose name I can't say on YouTube. I did on my first playthrough, I think. Yeah. The Kampf dungeon. I'm saying that in the cleanest way I possibly can, trust me. The dulling was really good, Shola. I promise to keep going. Thank you. You guys are very, very kind. I think it would be cool to do like a video about like the making of or whatever. We have some footage from behind the scenes that I've been compiling into a little like reel thing. That's been fun. It was cool to shoot. It's quite different too from like what I originally wrote. But there are some things that are like exactly what I had in mind. Like the last shot Well, originally, actually, that was going to be like in a lake, so it was a little different. But the big waves really added to it. That was crazy. We shot that in the middle of the night during a thunderstorm. As my brother just sitting in the ocean. That was an intense shoot night. Let's see if I can recreate my first playthrough and beat him on my first try again. I still don't know how that happened. Weapon you plan on running? Saw spear. Just for the sake of making the stream not, you know, too long. Not that we're playing it all today, but like... You know what I'm saying. Trust your taste a lot. The only horror franchise I know you're not a fan of. I know you're a fan of. Just don't believe me within the steadiest and sinister films. Fair enough. Totally fair. Can't agree about everything, right? Now, this is honestly probably the best. Not that he's like always the first boss, but he can be your first boss. And I do think that Gascoigne is probably the best boss at introducing the player to the kind of game that they're playing. Udex Gundyr is pretty good at that too, but I do think that this game takes the cake. Gascoigne is such a perfect fight, man. Let's be careful here. Now, here's the question. Do we use the music box? I think no. I think we don't use the music box. You can use something given to us by that little girl to pacify this guy, because that little girl who wanted us to find her mother, this is her dad. So, if we use the music box that she said calms her dad down, it will work on him. I'm kind of chilling out. Let's not... Panic rolling in this fight will get you killed so quickly. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Problem child. That was pretty clean. Let's go! Feels good. Feels good. No, I was just about to go watch the Noroi video. This motherfucker's streaming. Hell yeah. I was very happy with the Noroi thing. YouTube is recommending me Noroi now. It's been on my list for ages, but I'm going to have to wait a bit longer to watch it. Such a good movie. It's so good. I highly recommend it. Finding out the third instation was the most interesting to me. I finally watched Lake Mungo recently. It was so good. Still got to watch Skinamarink. Hell yeah. This one is very much a learn to parry scrub boss. Yes. YouTube is recommending me Noroi. I just read that. Brother Skinamarink is hella scary with the right circumstances. It really is. Skinamarink made me very uncomfortable. So down here is the brooch that she wanted from her mother. This is her mom. It's a real shame. Now, here's the thing. You guys are gonna have your opinions on this. If I go give this to that girl right now, she'll be happy for a sec. Because she'll be like, oh, I got my mother's brooch back. But she'll then leave her house and she'll die. If I don't kill the pig, she gets eaten by the pig. But she'll still die. So instead of giving it to her, I'm going to break it. Because it gives me a gem that I can put on my weapon. Sorry. Drinking, he kicked his ass. That fight went pretty well. That fight went well. I was happy with that. I'm sorry I did not give her the brooch. I apologize. Cat Paw Clan. What's going on? I love the name. Here we are. There's going to be a nice thing. It's going to help us add... we get to use the Blood Jam that we just got. Blood Jam. Bloodborne was my all-time favorite game, so I'm happy you're getting to experience it. How's it felt so far? Have you played any other From Software before? I've played all of them multiple times, this one included. Yeah, I'm... The Souls-like genre is my favorite genre of game ever. FromSoft's my favorite developer. Ain't nothing new here, Valid choice. You just get a pretty ribbon for the messengers and a case of the sads if you give it to her. Yeah, I know. It's not... I'd rather use the gem. Let her sit in her house. Gonna be driving, so goodbye for now. Well, thank you for tuning in, Super Crim. I appreciate it. Drive safe. Love those mockumentary-style Japanese films. There was one about that goes with the mouth cut in half that I found super fun. Kind of like Noroi, maybe not as good. I think that might be Slitmouth. That might also be Shiraishi, as I've been told it's pronounced. It's your favorite FromSoft game? You said I played Bloodborne? Yeah, Bloodborne was my first one. My favorite one is very tough. Do we want to try to do an off-the-cuff ranking? That's insane. No, don't do that. That's insane. My top 3 is easy. It's Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, and Elden Ring. Dark Souls 3 is close. But I like, oddly enough, the story of Dark Souls 3. That's my favorite thing about that game. I mean, the boss fights are pretty amazing too, man. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring are my favorites. I've played Elden Ring the most, but it's also the biggest one. I don't know if I can pick a favorite, man. It's so mood dependent. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up.
He's one of the
inside,
nicest people in all of
waiting
Yarnum.
for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know. Since
You know what your
forever.
build's gonna be?
But it
Yeah, I'm
won't
just gonna
end
rock
nicely.
a pretty
All this
basic like
time.
saw spear
Even
skill
some
focus
folks
build and
hiding
try to do as many
inside are going
criticals as
bad.
possible.
Screams of women folk, the stench
Women
of blood,
folk, I love that.
the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel.
The platinum in Dark
They'll
Souls
be
1
safe
and
here.
doing it made me not want to
The
play anymore because it was a
incense wards off the
grind.
beasts.
I'll show them exactly how bad I
Spread
am
the
these
word.
days. Get the platinum, you're not
Come
bad
on
at it.
over.
Oh,
If you
Bad
would
Moody
mind.
420 throwing 7 Canadian Canucky dollars at me. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Just wanted to drop in quick and say your channel is one of my new favorites. Love how you try to see the good in most films. Game reviews, maybe? I would like to, yeah. I had planned on doing a video on Resident Evil Requiem. I didn't get around to doing it. But maybe I'll do it like when the DLC is supposed to come out. Wow, brain fart. Yeah, I didn't get around to it, but I still might do that. But yeah, I think there's some games I like to do that for. I'm planning on doing Last of Us around the time Season 3 is coming out. I'm going to do individual videos for Last of Us 1 and 2 and Last of Us Seasons 1 and 2. I have a video written for a video about the first game already. Just didn't get around to shooting it. I guess I could just make it at some point, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would definitely like to do that. Thank you again, Bad Moody, for the $7. That's very kind of you. But yes, I would definitely like to do some game videos at some point. I think that could be fun. So now there's a bit of a, I'll show you guys here. There's a bit of a conundrum we run into. So these guys have like the biggest parry windows in the game. I don't know why. I don't know why the parry window is so huge, but I'm doing a pullback to old Wolf RPG Maker games recently. That's sick. I started playing Civ 5 recently. I'm playing on Linux now. Like I used Linux on my main system, and it took me a while to figure out why I couldn't get Civ 5 to launch. And then I realized it was just I didn't have the exec flag set in my F-stack, and my drive just wasn't mounted correctly, so I just had to do that. Now it's working, and it's fun. Oh, see, I'm surprised that didn't even work. Yes, I'm here for it. If you do, I find your analytics, rhetoric, and insights really intriguing. Signing off now, though. Take care. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Once pair one of these guys before the animation even started. Yeah, it's hilarious. Blades of Mercy, I feel like weapons that demand a very specific playstyle, you gotta really commit. Oh, yes. A fellow Linux user. Yes. Yes. I switched on my laptop probably about a year ago now. Because that thing is just for writing. But then, yeah, on my desktop, I've been on Linux full-time probably for about 6 months now? 9 months, maybe? I want to switch to Linux. I've been using my laptop much for a while in general, though. Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's worth doing. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. The gate up there. I was on Linux but found the NVIDIA driver for my specific card wasn't working well at that point with Elden Ring, so I ended up back in Windows. Yeah, I use an AMD card, so they're using the like kernel level Mesa driver, so it's honestly it just works better for me than it did on Windows. And I don't play any games that have like the anti-cheats that don't work on Linux anyway. So this gate's shut, and we're gonna have to find a different way around. Yeah, I don't ever see myself going back to Windows. I hate it, man. Elden Ring works pretty poorly with everything on PC. Yeah. I find you kind of have to mod it. Like, if you get mods to like uncap the frame rate, it's actually like pretty smooth. But yeah, it's not a great PC port. But I mean, I'm on Linux right now. Everything you're watching is on Linux. Yeah, I like it. My laptop is I've had zero. I don't really have any problems. It just works better for me. I want to run around, watch the stream. I'm so sick of the forced AI and surveillance whenever I have to wait. I don't want to take it. Same. I actually, and this was in the news recently because someone used a feature on it. Even on my phone, I bought a Google Pixel specifically to install Graphene OS because it's more private and doesn't have all that nonsense in it. Also, we got a new armor set, and I'm going to put it on because honestly, I kind of like it more. Sorry. They're both sick, but I don't know. There's something about this one, man. It's so good. Most seems the non-Linux anti-cheat apparently aren't really worth playing anyway, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it depends. There are some games that, like, there aren't any that, like, I needed that don't work on here. Everything for me works better on Linux. I want to switch to Linux because of Windows, but I have one brain cell. I'm not sure how hard it is. It's so, like, it can be as hard or as easy as you want it to be. If you, like, want to get set up on Linux and don't want to have to, like, worry about anything at all, I would just recommend, like, if you have a laptop that you don't, like, use a lot, or you have a spare drive you can install something on, just install Linux Mint and try it out. It's a really, really beginner-friendly distro. And I don't use it personally, but I'm actually, like, today or tomorrow about to install Mint on my mom's laptop. Because she found out that OneDrive had been set up without her knowing, and Copilot was installed on her computer, and she was pissed. So, yeah, I'm going to put her on Mint. I started out, and I'm still actually, at the moment, using CachyOS, which is an Arch-based distro, so there can be, for certain things, a bit more of a learning curve, but I like that stuff. If you use a desktop environment like KDE Plasma, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. It's not going to be too complicated for you. But yeah, there are very easy distros you can use. At this point, I'm getting into, like, fucking like Arch with Hyperland and shit. It's like, you can make it pretty... Oh my god, what's going on? Make it pretty complicated, but you don't have to. It can be simple. Kind of funny. You have to buy a Google phone to avoid using a Google phone. I know, it's hilarious. Top hat is just pure class. Works best with threaded cane. Yeah, he's full gentleman build. I agree. Use Bazite's pretty easy. Bazite's a great one. Yeah, if you just want a game, Bazite. Easiest answer in the world. If you need to use the computer for, like, you can use Bazite as a desktop system too, but, like, Bazite's a super easy recommendation. It's exhausting, Dougie. I'm so close to losing it at this point. Lupus returns. Thank you for joining Watchful Eyes. I don't know if you're here in the stream or not, but if you are, thank you. Using Linux Lite on a super old laptop and has given her years. It's the best, man. It's so worth doing.
You're a beast hunter, aren't
This
you?
is the same voice actor as Solaire.
That's
You can't make
precisely
Discord
how I
work?
started out.
Oh. I have Discord working fine here.
You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey
So
might
cool.
differ, but
Finally
we're
have to check out
hunters,
more
the
horror
both of us.
stuff. The way you
Why
talk
not
about these stories, I
cooperate
think is pretty cool.
and
Other than that,
discuss the
suck this
things
game. Well,
we've
thank you. I
learned?
appreciate that. This game's hard. There's no question about that. It's not an easy game. Minto was great. That was indeed me, the feline Harwin Silver. I had Bazite. It was super
very
cool, and even
good.
with me messing with
Very
configuration stuff,
good
trying to get my
indeed.
drivers work, the system never
Take
broke.
this
Bazite
to
is going to be hard
celebrate
to
our
mess up.
acquaintance.
Yeah. Fire paper is
Beast
going to be
hunting
useful.
is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
May the good blood guide your way. I love this guy, man.
There must be oodles for us to share.
And he does voice.
Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
I had to get a lot off my laptop onto external, but to be honest, it's probably time for a new one in general. It feels ridiculous because I got this one in 2019. Yeah. I do think it's worth doing.
I bid you farewell.
You can give us some
It has
lore
been a
dumps,
made a
but
good-
we don't want to be... We want this stream to, you know, keep moving. He's cool, though. We love Alfred. Good guy. Okay. So, the next boss that's coming up was the one that made me quit this game for 9 months the first time I played it. So, we'll see how that all plays out. We could set up the cheese, but I kind of want to show people what the fight's actually like. Alfred is basically Bloodborne Solaire. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I almost went to parry him, and then I remembered that my gun is not in my hand right now. And that would be a mistake. I don't know if I can find a new laptop that has a built-in CDR this time. Yeah, I had to buy an external Blu-ray reader for my PC because obviously nothing has them internally anymore. I mean, I built the system, so I'm sure I could have worked something out, but yeah, I have an external drive. It sucks that you can't get... It's so hard to find them. My mom's car doesn't have a CD player in it, which sucks because I like using my CDs. Just want to mention that I started watching your channel with the Substance video, and I've watched every upload since. Wow, just made you excited about horror content. Well, thank you very much. That's kind of you. That Substance video, man, is currently in copyright hell, unfortunately. It was my third most successful video, and then for whatever reason, a year later, they decided to fucking come after it and rip it off YouTube, which sucks. I'm gonna try to get it back up. They rejected my dispute, but I'm gonna try to I'll try to appeal it. It's just shitty.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Systematic phasing out of CD players and headphone jacks is killing me. I know. I bought an MP3 player. So I have an MP3 player and a set of IEMs. I bought Kiwi ear cadenzas, and I just use that for my music now. I'll plug it through the aux in my car, or I'll use a CD in my car. Got rid of like all my subscriptions and shit. The only streaming services I have now are the Criterion Channel and Shudder. Everything else I just... Even when I'm watching a show, like I watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I just bought the disc. It's what made the most sense. Let me get my vitality up a little bit.
Farewell, good hunter.
Hi from Germany. Oh, thank you. From Demogorgons3715. Just wanted to say thanks for your great content and your review of Vita Viven. Being half Dutch, I really enjoyed it. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that that one. That movie really did like surprise me. And Didier Konings, the director of it, is a very nice dude. Who actually watched The Dulling prior to release. I had some really cool people check it out prior to the short coming out. Mark O'Brien was one of them. The guy, like the lead from Ready or Not. And for me, the guy who made The Righteous and starred in The Righteous. Yeah, Yeah, no, it was cool. OG says, "Oh my god, my favorite YouTuber, one of my favorite games." Let's go. Hell yeah! I'm glad. I'm glad it was a good combo for you. I'm wondering how the dispute was going. Yeah, it sucks. What'd you go with for MP3 player? I got the Hi-Fi Walker H2, I think is what it's called. I really like it. And then the IMs I went with were the Kiwi or Cadenza 2s. It's great. Night of the Seven Kingdoms has an amazing soundtrack. Night of the Seven Kingdoms has an amazing everything. I loved that show so much, and it got me back in the Game of Thrones mood. And I'm finally gonna get caught up on House of the Dragon because I'm far behind. Dunk dancing. Oh, dude, it's so... Yeah, I know. The score is just amazing. Every time I hear the heart emoji, I feel like I'm howling near a pack of huskies. Yeah. Yeah, no, I loved Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I thought it was really, really astounding. Oh, I should have read that to you guys. Basically a sign telling me to not come in here. This is a sealed off section of... basically a sealed off town. This is Old Yharnam. I'll let him talk. Also,
Didn't you see the warning?
Random asset FromSoft forgot to remove.
Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those above. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
So basically what's going on here is that this part of town was sealed off because the bestial scourge became too strong. You can see everything's looking pretty bad here. So people sealed off this area, and now there's one guy who's like chill with the beasts. He likes them, and he doesn't want them to be hurt because they're technically not hurting anyone now because they're sealed away down here. And he is right above my head. I don't know if you can see him, but he's on a big gun there. Yeah, Jorah. And he's gonna protect these beasts because they're, well, aside from me, they're not a threat to anyone. They're just chilling down here on their own. And he sympathizes with them because they were once people, and Jorah's a good dude. Who's your favorite boss in this game? If we're counting DLC, Orphan of Cause by a wide margin. Base game? What would be my favorite base game boss? Honestly, maybe Gascoigne. I think Gascoigne is such a good fight. Gehrman is really great too. Gehrman has my favorite boss theme. I know Ludwig is also amazing. I don't think I've ever beat Jorah legitimately. He's tough. He'll fuck you up really quickly. God, the frame rate is really not...
You are a skilled hunter. I've got to.
So you'll see in a second here, he's about to show me what he thinks of my presence here in Old Yharnam. Beat these two gets by accidentally making them fall off ladders. That was my problem with these games. I feel like I was cheesing them rather than getting good. Fair enough, man. I'm gonna go down this way. Just to avoid the first blast and grab that that shard there. Let me see this guy. Hi. Oh, I thought for a second I'd be able to get a backstab on you. Oh, I skipped his thing. He said, which is why I must stop you. Ludwig, specifically the Holy Blade, was my favorite boss in the whole game. Gehrman is my favorite in the base game. Orphan was the best kind of total chaos for me. Yeah, fair. Lady Maria, great pick. Vicar Amelia and Murgo's Wet Nurse definitely have a special place in my heart for the base game. Vicar Amelia is fun. We're not too far off from her either. I'm going to run out there for a second and back up. Whoa. That's why I'm going to back off. And then I'm going to try to get past before things can get bad. But yeah, Jorah's trying to protect these beasts. Oh my. Oh my god. I'm actually in like trouble. I guess that's what happens when you try to play FromSoft games and read chat. Probably not a great idea. When do you think we'll get another werewolf trailer? Probably in September. Beard, your favorite boss is Mikolash. That is not an opinion I hear very often. That's dope. He's not mine. I just think it's cool that someone's favorite boss is Mikolash. Yeah, I think we'll get probably another trailer in September, and I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. For Atmosphere, the one Reborn, fair. Actual fight's not good, but the entrance of it in the arena just makes it feel like evil, like no boss in the game. Yeah, fair. Honestly, all I really know about Dark Souls is that I love Priscilla with my entire heart. Priscilla's great. I would say that from the base game, second to Garamond, Bloodstarved Beast was my favorite. I don't know why, I just enjoy it. Well, we're coming up on that. That was the boss that made me get good originally. I had to really like hunker down and just learn to parry the shit out of her. As we call her, Susie Skinflaps. Reading chat while playing Souls games is ultimate hard mode. Yeah, it doesn't help. Oh, we just clipped him with the end of that. Blood-tinged gemstone, nice. Nicholas feels the best to absolutely turn into soup after being a bitch for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, absolutely. We're just gonna run past because he's about to rain hell on us. There's a bitch of a fight right there. We can come back to that. I just want to get this shortcut first. We've come this far. I don't want to... I'm not going to watch it. I really believe that I'm not going to watch the second trailer for Werewolf. I strongly believe this. We're not going to go up... Actually, I can show you. We're not going to go all the way up. I don't want to do anything yet. I'm hyped for Werewolf. Still need to see Camp Miasma. It's so good. I loved it. I loved it. I definitely want to do a video on it. Now I really want to see I Saw the TV Glow. So there's Jorah. He's the guy who is just raining hell on us. But he's sick, and we can actually befriend him if we come back later, so... I'm just gonna do that. What the fuck? Right. What do I like about Nikolash's dialogue? Yeah, it's fun. So right here, we can get a little backstab. Nice. I will never fault you for watching the trailers. I'm not watching the second trailer. I gotta tell myself this, man. I strongly, like, I actually do firmly believe that I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see more footage until the movie comes out. Plus, there is a chance, I don't know for sure yet, but there is a chance I have been in talks that I may be able to see the movie maybe a little early, so I may not actually have to wait as long as I thought I would, which helps me in resisting trailers. Question not posed: most favorite non-boss enemy in the game? And no hunters with names allowed. I'm gonna go with dog-headed crows. That's a great pick. That's a great question too. Let's think about this. Forgot to break the chains on that thing. That sucks. I mean, oh, there's some cool enemies in Canehurst, yeah. I really do like the dog-headed crows. Like, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. I think that's just really fun. Talking about cheesing when I was fighting the Ancestor in Elden Ring, did the thing where he disappears in the arena, but he didn't come back. Oh, I didn't know. I've never seen that happen. That's funny. I saw the TV door fucking up. Yeah, I really want to see it. Because I loved Teenage Sex and Dedicated Miasma. I thought it was brilliant. We have a famous werewolf called Peter Stube in our area. I've talked about the old Peter in some... I can't remember if it was in some videos or in the live stream. But yes, I am familiar with Peter. He was a colorful character. Neurodivergent and... Oh, sorry, guys. Neurodivergent and trans. I saw the TV Glow was so powerful for my real talk. I think that's honestly part of why I want to see I Saw the TV Glow, is because part of what I like about film is that it can let you like, I think it can make it more easily tangible to understand other people's point of view, to see the art that they make. And so I want to see a movie like that that's very much like about being transgender, to see what that perspective looks like, maybe a little more than I naturally would be able to. I'm very excited to see that movie. It looks sick, and I mean, if Camp My Asthma's anything to go off of, yeah. If you could interview Ari Aster, what would you ask him? Are you okay? Would be one of them. His movies, man, look, obviously they've always been freaky, but like Eddington and what we're hearing now about his next movie it's stressful in a different way, where it's way too fucking real, and it's uncut. Like, I honestly think Eddington might have disturbed me more than any of Ari Aster's other movies. Yeah, I don't know. What would I ask him? I love his movies. I feel like I'd have a harder time interviewing him than I would Eggers. I don't know why. But I do think that's the case. We're gonna try and not die here. Would be sick. I'd love to see your reaction. I Saw the TV Glow. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's one of those weird ones where, like, I have no doubt that when I see it, I'm gonna want to talk about it. But then it also, like, I want to make sure if I'm going to talk about it, that, like, I really do my due diligence, because I don't want to be like, let me tell you why this movie about your experience, like, how that is. There are things, obviously, I'd be able to touch on with it, but thematically, there is a part of me that feels kind of weird covering movies that are dealing with subject matter of that I don't personally experience. I've always done it, but I would definitely just want to make sure I'm doing my due diligence. That's why I still haven't done a Sinners video, because I'm like, there's a lot, and I feel like I could at this point. I've done a lot of research, and I would definitely feel more comfortable talking about Sinners at this point. But it takes a while, because I want to make sure I'm being responsible about it and not leechy. There's a trick here, by the way. This werewolf dropped off the roof. There's another werewolf here. Oh, we just got that. That was beautiful. Whoa! Oh my god, I hope no one's epileptic in chat. Jesus. You're not getting away from me. Kind of interesting to hear what the what? I don't know what that word is. Think about I Saw the TV Glow, because for some people they just didn't get it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I just want to make sure that I'm really actually trying to understand it, at least to the extent that I can. Game sound is very loud compared to your voice. Okay. Then we'll bring it down. Haven't seen Eddington. I'm still processing Beau is Afraid, and while I appreciate Hereditary, it was kind of mid to me, but Midsommar is one of my favorites for sure. Eddington is a lot, man. That was a very stressful movie to me. Beau is Afraid I adore. Midsommar is probably, I think it's Ari Aster's best movie. Beau is Afraid might be my favorite one, though. It's either that or Midsommar. Eddington is just like, it's so stressful. I've never heard of I Saw the TV Glow because I'm pretty cut off, so I'm glad people are mentioning it here. I'm going to put it on my list of things to watch. Yeah, I definitely, I've been wanting to kind of expedite seeing it, having seen Teenage Sex and Death at Camp My Asthma. Which, that's one where it's like, I don't even know if my interpretation of that movie was at all the point, but I got a reading off of it that I resonated with so much. And like there's a part of me that's like, oh, I want to like look into what Jane said it was about, or see if I can find more interpretations of it so that I can better understand. But then I'm also like, but I do want to do a video on it, and I feel like it's probably more interesting for me to just share my opinion on it. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll wait, share my perspective, and then we can
Welcome home, good
go a
hunter.
little further.
What is it you desire?
We want to level up some more.
Let the echoes
100%
become
don't
your
mind waiting
strength.
as long as necessary for your videos, to be honest. I know you'll be respectful and thorough when you get to
Let
it.
me stand close.
I hope
Now
so.
shut your eyes.
I hope I am covering all my bases as well as I can. I want to get my vitality to 20, and then we'll keep pushing some other stuff. Just a quick way to refer to non-queers. Oh, okay. How is it pronounced? Is it... how's it pronounced? Is the C... S or K? The Witch, while I have my issues with it, was beautiful, and The Lighthouse is still my favorite film as of right now. Eggers quickly became one of my all-time favorite directors. The Lighthouse is still my favorite. I love The Witch. I mean, I love all of them, obviously. But I'm very excited for Werewolf Man. Not seen Eddington, but it sounds stressful because we're living it. It was very stressful, man. I found it very... it was an upsetting movie. Super Crim has returned. Hello. I hope your driving was good. So, we are off to the Blood-Starved Beast now, boss. Number 3. We don't want to get snuck up on here. We want to be careful. These guys do poison damage. So just... You always want to be... Sis. Oh, okay, it's sis. Okay, yeah, no, I knew... I knew that word. I guess I just didn't connect those. So what was it? Scissions, did you say? I can't see it in chat, but was it scissions? You learn something new every day. It was normal, which is all I can ask for. Good. Did you watch Bring Her Back, and did you like it? I have seen Bring Her Back a couple of times. I think it's great. I want to wait to cover it, I think, for like around whenever the Philippos make their next horror movie. Hopefully I don't have as much trouble with getting that one out as I did the Talk to Me video, which is the one time I actually had to deal with like a full-blown copyright strike, not just a claim. Yes, I knew the word cis. I just didn't connect what I think it was scissions or whatever it was with that. Which was such a cool movie. To be honest, I don't watch it often because it's one of the few that genuinely terrify me. I just watched it pretty recently. Actually, I watched that and The Lighthouse fairly recently, and Nosferatu, and actually I watched all of his movies pretty recently. Hello, Charlotte. How you doing? Sometimes we'll say Sishit Monog. Sishit Monog for the cis, and her for the monogamous. For the cis, the her, and the monogamous. Wow. I have a lot to learn. I watched Bring Her Back recently. Still needs to talk to me. Very good. Sishit means cis and hetero, apparently. Cis-het. Ah! That makes so much more sense. That's funny. Cis-het, not cis-shit. Okay. Have you played or seen anything to do with the Fatal Frame series? One of my favorite horror series, and you do more J-horror. Makes me think I have not. Probably should. I probably should. God damn my thumbs, I'm so impressed. How do you find the time to watch all those movies? I mean, I kind of have an unfair advantage where that's concerned. It's my job to watch movies. But also, like, just if I have any free time, I'm often using it watching movies. But yeah, I mean, it being my job certainly helps. Look how quickly they almost proc. That's crazy. You're a true ally. I finally made it. Hell yeah. Oh, I just cackled up and woke my cat. That took me so long to connect the dots on that. It was like, Sishit, what is that? Is it a C or a K? Oh, it's Sishit. The success of the YouTubers turned filmmakers. I'm really hoping these guys will bring out a new auteur cinema era like what happened in the 1970s. There's a renaissance going on right now, man. It's cool. I love it. Job watching movies sounds sick as. Hope the bunnies are out. The bunnies are great. They're at my partner's house right now, so they're unfortunately not with me. But I will be seeing them tonight. Slow poison, that's just the fastest thing in existence. Especially the slow... It's funny, because the same status effect, slow poison, if you get it from the boss I'm about to fight, it's really fast. 10 out of 10, would watch again. A Glasgow couple podcast about a variety of movies. We know horror is your bag. That'd be cool. Check it out. Cis shit, yeah. This is some cis shit, bruh. You got there in the end. It took me a while. Did you watch Milk and Cereal? I did. I watched it a couple days before Obsession came out. I thought it was fantastic. Oh, do you know how tempting it is, man? We don't need to do the cheese. There's a cheese you can do. So this pungent blood cocktail here basically will distract the beast. So you can, like, it'll just go towards where you threw the cocktail for a little bit. And then if you put on a fire paper and one of these beast blood pellets, fire paper will basically just add fire damage to my weapon for a certain amount of time, and the beast blood pellet will make it so that I can build up this meter by attacking that increases my damage, but also increases the damage taken. And you can melt shit by doing that. And you can really, like, just destroy this boss with that setup, but I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to let you know that every time you end your videos with, I hope you've enjoyed your stay at my computer. Thank you, Evan. That makes my day. Thank you. That makes me very happy. So proud of Corey and Cooper and crew. I fully agree. You have a plan for your Bloodborne build? Yeah, just a saw spear. We're just going very simple, skill-focused saw spear build. We're going for parries and crits. Hello. Please tell me you've seen Portrait of God. Oh, I've certainly seen Portrait of God, and I actually am acquainted with Dylan, the guy who made it. He was one of the people, as I mentioned earlier. Some people watched the dulling before it was out. He was one of them. It was really funny because I messaged him after seeing Portrait of God just to be like, this is really good, man. And then, like, the next day, the Blair Witch Project thing got announced. But yeah, Dylan's a really, really nice guy and super creative, and I cannot wait to see what he does with Blair Witch Project. Portrait of God is sick. That's one of the best short films you'll find on YouTube, man. It's like genuinely something really special. You see that slow poisoning? Ain't nothing slow about it. We just got it again. It's so fast. Which is why it's one hit to proc it. That's so annoying. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, there are more antidotes back here, actually. I don't remember how many there are, but there are 3. Yeah, okay. This was the skill check boss for me with souls, man. This was the one that kicked my ass into oblivion. Oh my god, he just killed me. That was crazy. It's perfect for a short film, and I'm so hyped for Jordan Peele and Sam Raimi's adaptation. I think they're just producing it. I'm pretty sure Dylan is still the one directing it. Dodge to the left all the time, yes, but I was trying to fucking parry him to oblivion like I did in my first playthrough. Almost got him. We still got plenty of antidotes, so it should be fine. Stuff is so excellent. Yeah, it's great. Great. I'm very, very excited to see what he does with Blair Witch. And he's told me nothing, so I have no information to share. Nor would I if I did have information. But no, he's very tight-lipped about it. He's being very professional. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta show you that too. The beasts are like kind of scared of the fire, which is neat. There's more antidotes there right behind the altar. The game's going, hey, if you're running away, here's something you need. Dude, that's the thing. Like, FromSoft is so good at that kind of level design. It's even better than no quality for sure. Yeah, them frame rates were fighting for their life as well. Yep. The PS6 Elite Pro struggles with Bloodborne. I'm curious to see Curry's next movie, Anything But Ghosts. Sounds really cool. I'm working on an obsession video, man. It's turned out to be pretty long. First time playing? God, no. I have played many times. Have you tried the trick where you trap the beast in the corner? Yeah, I would. That's the cheese that I was talking about at the start with the pungent blood cocktails. But I don't really want to do it. I want to show people what the fights are actually like when you do them normally. This guy can really combo you into some pretty rough places. But I'm trying to get as many parries as I can. Bale humbled my ass so much for doing my first playthrough of Elden Ring. Bale is no joke. And I also think he's the best dragon fight that FromSoft has ever made. I'm sorry, you Midir lovers. Bale is pure cinema. Phase 2. Trying to keep this up. I'm not being very aggressive because I'm going for parries. The frame rate is so good. Well, I am also a Midir lover, but I do think that Bale is better. Personally speaking. Ain't nothing slow about that poison. Curry Barker is handling the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yes, which I cannot wait to see. Come on. Look at all the poison coming out of them. That's crazy. Whoa! This is so fun. I've literally never had bugs playing this way before. But as soon as I'm on stream, it all goes to shit. That's so funny. It's the curse of the live stream. Oh no, he grabbed me again. No! Fuck, dude! Oh, I just yanked my headphones out. I was so close! That really sucked. Hello? There's also a weird movie called About a Place with a Kinky Region. Oh, interesting. Hold on, you've been saying PS6 Elite Pro. Is that a joke or my hearing comprehension that bad? Well, it's a different word for what I'm doing. Because I'm treading lightly. Midir is more of a skill-focused fight. Bale is more of a cinematic battle. I don't know. I found Bale much harder than Midir. I don't find Midir that difficult. I think I beat Midir in like 3 tries. I had to focus and use a lot more skill for Bale, personally. Not a hard boss, but Midra is my favorite. Midra's a sick boss. It's just a shame that you have to go through the Abyssal Woods to get to him. The area looks so cool. But, I don't know. It feels like a huge wasted opportunity. But, and you gotta fight... What is that boss called? The, like, fucking bullet hell one, right when you get down before the Abyssal Woods? Jory? It's very similar to, it's very similar to the fucking, Bloodborne guy. The Inquisitor, or whatever. I don't even remember what that boss is called. It's a euphemism for the fact that he has Xbox button prompts. Yes. Have you played or at least heard of No, I'm Not a Human? I've heard of it. I have not played it. It sounds cool, I can tell you that much. I really just want to parry this guy to death, man. I want to do what I did in my first playthrough. It was what made me fall in love with the game. Midir's a battle of attrition, not super hard. Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that. I like Bale more. I think Bale does all the things that Midir does, but cooler and with more stuff. Oh my god, why is that happening? Why is my... What is going on? Sony needs to fix this. Alright, let's try to just fight him normally, I guess. We can't just do parries, guys. Get over here. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. No, no, no! Okay, hold on. Hold on. Fuck, I keep getting grabbed by that fucking grab. God damn it. He's killed me 3 times with that. The katana they give you for Bale makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, for sure. I just didn't use it. If I had, it definitely makes it easier. I had some fun streams for Not a Human. I could play it at some point. It's awesome, great atmosphere and world building. The character designs are really uncanny. I'd like to play it. I like Midir's moveset's a cool fight, while I like Bale. His lore and soundtrack, I don't think his actual moves are satisfying to master as Midir. To each their own. So many anti-dragon items in Elden Ring makes dragons kind of weak. Yeah, I guess I don't... I'm so stubborn with these games. I won't... Like, if I'll be like, this is the weapon I have and it's the weapon I'm using and I'm not using any items. Yeah, no, I did basically my whole first playthrough of the game with just the milady, and like I won't use on my first playthrough. It's like I will not use buffs, I won't use items. Like I'm like I have my weapon and I will fight with it. So that probably is coloring what I'm saying. Are you more of an action-oriented gamer versus a visual novel-heavy sort? Generally speaking, yeah, but I don't mind a visual novel every once in a while. I liked Mixtape. I played Mixtape. I thought that was really nice. I do gotta admit, Curse You Bale has aura. Absolutely. Absolutely it does. That fucking grab attack. It's hard to even tell what's going on because of all the particle effects with the poison thing. My favorite horror game's been one is extremely controversial, but Manly has played that one too. I'm curious to know what it is. Get over here. Phase 1, I think we're safe to parry. Elden Ring is just the ultimate combination of moves taken from all previous FromSoft games. Yeah, it might be my favorite game of all time. I just find it like infinitely replayable, and the skill ceiling is so high that it makes it really gratifying to return to. Okay, I don't know what that game is, so I think you're in the clear, at least for me. Have you done any particularly hard challenge or restrictive runs before? The only challenge run that I have done was for Elden Ring doing a level 1 Wretch build with just the starting club. That was certainly tough. But it was fun. I'm actually thinking about doing it again because I want to do the DLC. So that's what it is. When he stands still for a sec, that's when you gotta watch out. Eat the antidote. Alright, we need to be careful. I don't want to stand near you because, yeah, the range on that one is crazy. Midir was training for Bale. They're similar, but Bale is an upgrade for sure. Yeah. Oh. Didn't know what you were doing there. Oh my god. Okay, let's not fucking stumble at the finish line like the last 3 fights. Oh god. Okay, nice. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Killing a boss with the gun. It's got puzzles, but very close to JRPG style games. Seriously, taboo themes are very well handled. Fair enough. We got a chalice. We would be able to at least start working towards chalice dungeons. That fight took way longer than it should have, man. But we're now going to have a little shortcut open to us. Hello.
Welcome home, good hunter. Very well.
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes. We're going to start pumping up skill now. We will want to start moving on some vitality in a little bit as well. Probably need to get up to like 27, ultimately. For end game. Did I grab? Oh my god, I have a bunch of bloodstone shards. How did I not realize that? There we go. Do you have any twin shards here? I don't remember if they sell twin shards or just chunks. I may need to get, yeah. I don't know if they do, but I would need to get the thing for it. Oh, and I have that gem. I never put that gem on. For sure give me that, and then... So, physical attack up. Oh, these are the same. Okay. There we go. To the Cathedral Ward. What are your favorite bosses in this? Orphan of Cause, Ludwig, Gehrman for vibes. The absolute goat. Thank you. I appreciate it. They got a very bad reputation. It's a really interesting psychological exploration. I recommend giving it a chance, but definitely not for everyone. Fair enough. Chalice from the place has brew. The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true. What the fuck? Make a video on the Grudge? I certainly will. Well done. I'm gonna have to bow out now. The stream was fun. Enjoy the rest of the night. Well, you as well. Have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging out. Because we did that boss, there's a door coming up here that I would otherwise need to spend $20,000 on an item to open. But because I killed the Bloodstar Beast, we're going to be able to open it without doing that. And there's also, actually, am I thinking about this? No. I'm thinking about this wrong. That's not how this works. My brain is fried. No, the way that it works is that we can take an alternate pathway to get to where we need to go. So I'm actually going the wrong way right now. I may as well do the stuff over here, though, in the meantime. That was funny. Man, this game looks so good. Oh, what? I forgot that was there. Hey, buddy. Having two of these guys coming at you fucking sucks, man. Oh, also, one fun thing about Bloodborne, you may notice there will be times when I'll take, like, a ton of extra damage. And the reason for that is because if you get hit in the middle of a dodge, you take 50% more damage. Super cool. What are you expecting from the new Insidious film? I have no idea. I'm not expecting much. I just hope it's better than The Last Key. If it's better than The Last Key, then I'll be happy. I'm seeing it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not really going in with any expectations. What's funny is apparently the door in the chapel opens after you kill 3 bosses. So if someone skipped Cleric Beast, they'd be a bit confused. Oh, is that how that works? I always just thought that it opened after the Blood-Starved Beast, but I guess that's because that's always the 3rd boss I kill. Interesting. It doesn't matter how much you play these games, you can still learn new things about them. I still learn new things about Elden Ring, and I have like 1,000 hours in that game, basically. I remember these guys being so intimidating the first time I played the game. Sometimes you think we'll see the werewolf in theaters given the opportunity. I could see myself probably seeing it 3 times. Like I was saying earlier, there's a chance that I'll get to see it before Christmas. So Christmas should be the 2nd viewing of it. And then maybe I'll go one more time after that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering if Insidious 6 is going to fully pick up from the end of the 2nd film. Maybe. This is cool, by the way. It's closed. Why is that? It actually leads out onto the door where we fought the Cleric Beast. The level design in this game is so cool. You just can't go through. Even the treatment they've done of the character, I really think Elise's the first movie was a really bad choice. Killing Elise in the first movie was a really bad choice. I do agree. They did some cool things with it. There's some retroactive additions that they made that I think are pretty awesome. But yeah, they definitely backed themselves into a corner a little bit. It's really giving me the impression it might involve the characters from the end of Insidious 2. That would be great. We've done PvP before any of the games. Not much. I don't really like it. It's not what I come to these games for. I do love helping people with bosses, though. So this door here is open now because we killed apparently 3 bosses. I thought it was just just the fucking thing. Bloodsuckers. Can't take the Tiny Tim song seriously. Maybe because I heard it there first and I was like fairly young at the time. It works for me. Picking up some runes. Can't do anything with those runes yet. We will be able to at some point, but we've still got a little bit of stuff we have to do before that. 2 more bosses that are going to be required before we can move ahead with that. So we'll be back coming up this way later in the game. There's not really much of a point of us going up this tower at this point. I just wanted to grab this. And sharks show up in the DLC. Oh yeah. Let's review The Void. I have not seen it, but I think I've been recommended it a number of times, so I will check it out. Guys, how nice is it that my chair doesn't scream every time I move now? Okay. Now, there's a trick here. Uh-oh. We messed it up. Killing Elise not a bad choice per se, but they have botched almost every single attempt at using growing her character after the events of the first movie. Yeah, I think there have been some really cool things that they did with her. I do not like The Last Key. Chapter 3 I think did some really cool stuff with her character, but yeah. I love FromSoft's unique PvP system. Dustblood something very hyped. Yeah, some people are really into it, and if you're really into it, I can definitely understand that. Swear past the game they did it first, and then Blandly later, yeah. Definitely older than you, but to be honest, I think I heard Tiny Tim's I'm So Happy first. Yeah, fair. Fair. I think from my metrics, most of my audience is older than me. Which is why every time I mention how old I am, my comments are flooded with, "Oh my god, you're a baby." I know, man. I get it. I'm a little baby boy. I know. Doesn't feel that way in my head, but I know that's the reality of things. Last key could have been so good. Yeah, could have been. I don't think it was, though. That's what we wanted to do. How old are you? Well, I'm 24. Super Crim says they're only 26. Oh, well, that's not that bad. It'll be 36 next month. Yeah, you're in, I think, the biggest demographic on my channel. Everyone is baby compared to me. Fair enough. Timing is perfect. Just finished Elden Ring and started my second Bloodborne playthrough. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm 24. Oh. Ah, God, I'm just running through without pointing out cool shit. Do you guys recognize this? Looks a lot like the Hunter's Dream. Hunter's Nightmare. Hunter's Dream. To me. I'm tired. Binge all the Insidious films recently for the first time, yeah. Baby's the Ladia, however, something I do say, Lynn Shay did her best with every single script she received. I fully agree. Fully agree. Thought for sure you'd be older than me. I get that a lot. People always think I'm way older than I am, and I don't know how to take that. 24, yes, I am 24. Yeah. Yeah, that's the reaction that usually comes. Now, we don't want to miss what we can grab down here. 38, yeah. 43. You guys are still youthful as well. Ain't no one old in here, bruh. Ain't the years as the miles. Yeah! Watched The Conjuring and La Llorona last year. I just watched the rest of that franchise recently, too. I still need to catch up. I did not see La Llorona, which I am not sad about. But I'm going to cover all of the rest of the Conjuring, like, universe movies before the new one next year, whatever it is, Last Rites. This is funny. Turning 55 this year. Babies. Yeah. We are all baby children. This enemy only appears once in the base game. You can find him in Chalice dungeons. It is a compliment. Take it as a compliment. Okay. So you can find this guy in Chalice dungeons, but in the base game, this is the only place he appears, which kind of sucks because he goes down rather quickly if you don't get frame trapped. Only 18. I feel like I'm the youngest one here. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. You just gonna repeat it? Yeah. See what you mean? I feel a child in this community you've accumulated. Yeah, no, it's always how it goes. Because most of my demographics are, I think it's like something like 30 to 40 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Wife and I just watched Noroi, and then you reviewed it a few days later, and we're so hyped. Hell yeah. As if we beat you to it. Nice. I had seen it many years ago, but I honestly didn't even remember much about it, so I was very glad to revisit it. Because I do love it. Tis true. Enjoy La Llorona a little bit more than the series proper, to be honest. Just can't vibe with the franchise, try as I might. Interesting. That I haven't seen it, but that is certainly not the consensus, at least as I understand it. So that's cool to hear that someone likes it more. I have a soft spot for The Conjuring. I love that first movie. I think the second one's great. Not huge on the third one. Fourth one is also not great, but I liked it more than 3. These guys, you can really... you can get these guys in loops, man. I'm 17, bro. I set your demographic back. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome here. Okay, I fucking hate fighting these things, man. Tinfoil hat guy is the best. We love Mitsuo. Yeah, he's awesome. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of fighting... Oh no, you're weak to thrust damage. That's right. You want to really... This is a game where crowd control is very useful. It's no Dark Souls 2, but you definitely have to learn crowd control. Rewatched a video on As Above, So Below recently. Yeah, that's a good one. The movie. Still one of my faves. I just enjoy that film a lot. It's a great movie. Really great movie. Alright. We got to the spot that we need to get to. God, we've been going for 2.5 hours now. This is what happens when it's Souls, man. I can just keep going. Just as Queen Elizabeth II single-handedly raised the average life expectancy, where young people are single-handedly lowering your average age range. Absolutely. Everyone here is cool as a cucumber in my book. This is how it has to be, man. I just want a positive community. Everyone's welcome. Young, old, whatever. Doesn't matter. Cishet, as I learned recently, is a term. I'm glad the Crooked Man film was cancelled. I was kind of looking forward to seeing it. I'm not gonna lie. If James Wan did it, I would have been down. I know not everyone likes James Wan, man. I like that guy a lot. Dude, Malignant, Dead Silence. Guy knows what he's doing. I definitely missed an item there. Whatever. You lower his age range and we prove that being older does not mean abandoning your hobbies and being boring. Absolutely. Absolutely. As it should not. Favorite boss in Bloodborne? Orphan of Cause. As a fellow old head, what was the movie rental cover that scared you as a kid? Mine was Hellraiser. Okay, I'm not so old that I didn't have movie rental. I still had Blockbuster growing up. And I miss it like crazy. I remember... Now, this will probably make me seem younger. The Final Destination covers scaring the shit out of me. I think my mom was like kind of pissed. Because the way that my Blockbuster was laid out, and whoever did this, honestly, thank you. Because I think it was part of what made me intrigued with horror when I was a kid. In order to get to the kids section, you had to walk through the horror movies. Which I think is just hilarious and awesome. And I appreciate that. But yeah, no, I loved Blockbuster, and I would be there every week for sure if it was still a thing. I'm just gonna run right past these guys. We do have a shortcut now. Oh, do I have any numbing mists? I feel like that's maybe what is on the stairs here, and I should... No, it's 6 blood vials. I mean, that's still useful. Okay, I guess we're doing this with no numbing mists. Alright. Like the design for the Crooked Man with the film they introduced him was meh. I like Conjuring too, man. I wasn't used much, to be fair, but... Fair enough. Crooked Man movie sounds like something that would be very dumb, but also... Yeah, exactly. It'd be fun, though. The Demon Ghost Sign and Insidious, The Conjuring are great, IMO. I agree. Cause, or some say Cosm. Final Destination 2 traumatized me so bad. Great movie. How's your gameplay so smooth that you're playing on an emulator? This is the PS6 Elite Pro, dude. What are you talking about? Emulator? Anyway, I love whoever designed your Blockbuster. So did I. Played Pokemon Snap in my local Blockbuster as a kid. That's sick. Used to do video game rentals, too. That was fun. I'd rent Spider-Man games on my Wii. Further Insidious 1 used to give me goosebumps from the family all of a sudden. I love the Further Insidious 1. It's so good. It's a bit of a post-apocalyptic slasher, but have you seen Hardware in 1990? No, I have not. I'll check it out. Linux. Zesty Conversation just dropping the cold Linux in the chat. I don't know why, but I like it. Yes, Linux indeed. I have been Linux pilled. We'll let the cutscenes play. My instinct is to skip them because I've played the game so many times. But you've seen the Bloodborne PC remaster mod by FromSoftServe? I have. I don't tend to like what he does. There's a lot about his mod that I like, but there's a color change that he tends to like, where things get very dark and higher contrast in a way that I don't always like. But I really like FromSoftServe, and I do use some of his mods for other games. And I love his videos. They're so fun to watch. He's such a chill dude. But I don't tend to like his color preferences myself. Linux! Or Bloodborne card? I did see that, yes. I think I was rocking FromSoftServe's Bloodborne PC remaster mod, but without... I mean, Bloodborne's... his PlayStation remaster mod. Without the color correction. I was just using it for like the better anti-aliasing and stuff, but I don't have it set up right now. Vicar Amelia. I can't remember who it was, but someone in chat said that this was their favorite boss. There is a part of me that's tempted to whip out the Beast Blood pellets, but that's so unnecessary for this fight, man. You can see, already got a nice riposte. Looks like 60 FPS. No. Oh, boy. See, this is the thing. Vicar Amelia can hit like a fucking truck, dude. You don't want to get hit by her. I should go to the other side, actually. It was the other leg that I broke. This is the boss that you can really trivialize by making use of the limb breaking. The problem is that she can heal, and I did not pick up any of the items I would need to stop her from doing that. I don't think I did anyway. Did I? Oh, I did. Nice. Okay, that's actually really good to know. We're going to want to make use of that. God damn it. I'm just going to throw that at you just for now, just to be safe. Oh my god, what a combo. My damage is not high right now. Oh my god. Maybe we should be using the fucking... the Beast Blood pellets. What is I can't even tell what's going on. Oh, wow. I really got hit by that 50% damage boost there. I have to go to bed now, Dan. The time differential. Hope you don't die anymore and take care. I just died. I'm so sorry. Have a good night. Vicar Amelia fans are furries until proven otherwise. I can say this. I'm a furry. This guy over here checking his inventory during a boss fight. That's what you gotta do, man. What? Oh, I forgot I was here. Son of a bitch. Maybe we will use Beast Blood pellets and see if we can just melt Vicar Amelia. I mean, we may as well go the whole 9 yards. Pop a fire paper on as well. Cathedral Ward. We're gonna want to spend some insight too. I have 14 insight right now. That's a lot. No stakes America in this game, baby. I always love hearing... I was looking at reviews for the new Mortal Shell because I really want to play it, but I want to finish other games first. And I saw one guy who was mad that there were no, like, Stake of America... like nothing like Stakes of America, and they're like, that's part of the genre, how did they not have that? I'm like, oh buddy. I can tell you're new here. Nothing wrong with that, but like, not having runbacks is not part of the genre. Fucking play Demon Souls and we'll see how you feel about that. Still can't believe Eggers is conquering Christmas again. I mean, and we got Christmas Carol coming at some point. So you can see that meter up at the top there. That's basically the more filled up that gets by attacking, the more damage I do, but also the more damage I will take. Oh god. See how much more damage we're doing? Oh my god. You just absolutely schmucked me. We're not really building up beast blood as much as I would like to here, man. No! Fuck! Oh my god. Oh, it really is when you go on stream you die more. Mortal Shell 2 is really great so far, really tough in a good way. All the enemies are hit a bit too hard as of now. I played the open beta and I thought it was great. Still infinitely better than the first Mortal Shell. Yeah. Blue Smelter Demon in DS2 run back flashbacks. Oh, that was terrible. So glad we understand it's a ghost story first and foremost. Yeah. Don't like Stakes America. The run back is a good piece of design. I think that for Elden Ring, they make a lot of sense. Adding them into like Dark Souls 1 would be insane. And I also really like that the one major boss that doesn't have a Stake America is Renala, because there's no way she'd be having a thing America hanging around, because America cheated, had Renala's husband cheat on her, basically. Funny. Do you recommend Mortal Shell? Do you like Souls-likes, and have you played all of the other ones and just need another one to play? It's, the first game is not very good. I would recommend playing Lords of the Fallen 2023 and Lies of P first, because those ones are good. But you certainly can. If you're curious, check it out at some point. Not really a reason not to, aside from the fact that it might be kind of painful. It's not a great game, but it's cool. It's cool for sure. I'm just going to keep building Beast Blood. Now we're going to go over to the other side. Nice. We're going to keep building up here. Heal. Oh, it's so hard to even see what's going on there, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw a numbing mist on. Oh wow, that went nowhere. Here we go. Come on, get up. There we go. Alright. Woo! Wait. Hold on. You recommend Mortal Shell? I saw that. Okay. Avid Dark Souls 2 enjoyer. I hate runbacks. They're a pain. Fair enough. As a developer for Lords of the Fallen, it kind of sucks, but the environments are pretty and the monsters are cool. You were a developer on Lords of the Fallen? Which one? The original or the new one? That's so cool. What the hell? I don't think Mortal Shell 1 is awful. I think it's not great. But I think it's still worth playing if you're really into the subgenre and need a new one to try. But just be prepared to kind of suffer a little bit. Holy lore drop. Yeah. That's cool. We got so many echoes. Yeah, the recent one. You're saying it's kind of bad. Okay, Charlotte, I've been lead technical animator. That is so cool. That's actually like the primary game that I'm currently playing. Super cool, Charlotte. I also think you're kind of selling yourself short there. I don't think that the game is bad. I really like it. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself with it, and I play pretty much exclusively Souls-likes. Yeah, no, I think Lords of the Fallen is great, and that's super cool that you were lead technical animator on it. That's sick. I'm I don't know if you're working on the second game, but I am extremely excited for that. Shoot me. I don't know if you've messaged me on Instagram before, but shoot me a message. I would love to chat to you about the game because I really like it. So, here's when the shift comes, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to change. America definitely influenced how they designed runbacks and levels in Elrond must prove the gauntlet level design the importance of shortcuts and runbacks. No, fair. Not Lords 2. I left shortly after shipping 1. Fair enough.
To bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
You're so sweet. The team is amazing. Yeah, no, I think it's actually a very good game. I'm really, really enjoying it. Especially like the amount that team stuck by it after release and like continued to make it better and better. It's amazing. My friends are all passing their thoughts on the current devs. Hell yeah. Please do. Let them know. Rocklin Graves is extremely excited for Lords of the Fallen 2. Did we totally just skip over the Fear the Old Blood thing? That's crazy. I don't know I know some deals but I can't share. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I can say it looks cool though. We'll mess you on Instagram. Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, let them know. I am super, super hyped. I feel like you maybe have messaged me before on Instagram. I feel like your name is familiar, but I don't know. I could be misremembering that. But yeah, I would love to chat. Such a cool game. So let's keep this build going. Let's get our skill to 20, and then I'm going to start pushing some more endurance. Fear the old blood. Ah, Eye of the Blood Drunk Hunter. So that is for DLC, ladies and gentlemen. That means that we can start the DLC. Did we pick up any twin bloodstone shards? We have 1. I think I need more than that. Yes. Do I have any new blood gems? Nah, nothing. Nothing. I really should spend some insight because that's getting pretty high. I just don't know. I can get more bloodstone shards. It's not really what I want. Let's buy Gascoigne's stuff. We may as well. Another cool thing that we can do, when we were in the other version of the Hunter's Dream, we'll put it on for a sec before, no. Oh my god, that would have sucked. We'll put it on for a sec before selling it. Play a game of Spot the Difference. You sent me bunny reels. That's, yeah. Okay. I remember. Who wore it better? She's staring at me because she's pissed. I'm confident, so I'm staring ahead. Anyway. Okay, here's the question. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we do the rest of the playthrough dressed like this? Or do we sell this? Because you can get a fucking metric boatload of echoes for this. Do we wear it or sell it? You said you don't care. Fair enough. Hold off a second. I always get 0 insight before Hammock to avoid those dumb guys that appear. Plus, you can get cool outfits with it. That's true. I definitely don't want to have insight going into that fight, because that fight's stupid. It's looking like this might be the first year that a Spirit Halloween does not open near me. I keep checking all the time. We got sell, we got wear it. Wear, you look lovely. Sell it. Here's what we need to do. Hold on. This will help. This will get us there. What the hell, bruh? This sucks. So far, wearing it is winning. Oh, sell it's building up a little bit. Now wearing it's back up. Not gonna wait too long here. No. Alright. It looks like we're... Oh, wait now. Every vote sways it quite a lot right now. Alright. We're wearing it. Yep, we're wearing it. Alright. This is our look. This is who we are. Let's proceed. Selling is optimal, but wearing is funny. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. God, at some point I'm going to have to stop. I've been going almost 3 hours, but it's Bloodborne. You know what I mean, man? Okay, so there's an optional area we can go do right now. Do we want to do it right now? Do I want to do it right now? Nah, we'll come back later. Actually, let's fucking... I don't know. We'll go this way for now. Alfred!
Oh, good to see you safe.
You too, buddy.
Now, let's think up something to discuss.
Actually, no, he deserves light.
Tell me what piques your interest.
So he can give us some lore. We're not going to go through that right now.
It has been a pleasure.
But it's pretty cool.
Blood guide your way.
See how courteous he is? I didn't even ask him anything. It has been a pleasure. Fear the old blood. This is such a cool moment, dude. He talked to us. Already dead. God, I love this game. Knowing this outfit as an option does make me want to play this more than I did before I knew. Hell yeah. Hey, it's Dripborne, baby. Forbidden Woods. Or one more Lords thing I want to share with the class. The Congregator of Flesh, we call it the Bog Lords. Flop attack was based off my cat flopping onto my desk chair. Really? That's awesome. I know exactly which attack you're talking about, too. That's so funny. I like it. I'm never going to fight the Congregator of Flesh again without thinking about that. Yeah, I'm still somewhat early on in the game. I'm not like super early, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. I have cleansed one beacon, and I'm on to what the hell is the area called? Can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I really like the game. So that guy was throwing oil at me, which makes me take bonus damage from fire for a certain amount of time, which sucks. Love when devs throw in their little inside jokes. Yep, no word of a lie. The cat in question is called Nelson. Amazing. This has made my day exponentially better, knowing this. I just want to replay Stray, yeah. I never played that game, but I am aware of it. Alright, y'all. I think for today, we've been going for about 3 hours. This is where we'll stop the game. Let me go get a glass of water really quickly, and we're going to do a bit of a little chat Q&A sort of thing before we end. But my throat is rather parched from talking for this long. I am here. You'll send me pictures of Nelson. Hell yeah. I get to see the real congregator. I'm honored. Okay. So. Bear with me a moment here. How long does that character have? We have 2.5 hours on Stream God. Okay. So, just bear with me a moment while I get this sorted. No, move it to 2. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, let's chat for a second. I deleted my Insta, and I'm gonna have my husband send pics of our boy Harvey. Hell yeah, do it. I love getting animal pictures, man. People send me animal pictures, it's the best. I should probably get the rabbits involved in something soon, do a video or something. Include the rabbits. They're doing great, though. Elodie recently actually had, some of you may not know what this is, she had GI stasis, which is very serious. It's basically, like, rabbits graze constantly. They need to be eating, consuming stuff all the time. Their GI systems need to be, like, constantly going. And if they get, like, a blockage, or if they're not eating for whatever reason, if things are not moving, it's very, very bad. And GI stasis, they can die within 24 hours easily. We woke up, this was a couple weeks ago now. I woke up and she was just like, Elodie was just sitting there like staring at the wall. And I was like, that's weird. Like, I just thought it was funny. I was like, what are you doing, you goof? I went over to her and I started petting her and she didn't run away. And that's not like Elodie. She does not really like to be touched. You have to be very particular about it. She's not like Ruben or Benny where you can do whatever you want. But yeah, she was like acting strange, and I called my girlfriend over. I was like, hey, she seem weird to you? She was like, oh yeah, something's definitely up. So we felt her stomach, and we're like, shit, she's feeling like kind of bloated. We'd had rabbits with GI stasis before, so we kind of knew. We were pretty quickly like, oh, damn. So I drove my girlfriend into work, and then I came back, and then I was like, I'm going to take Elodie into the vet. So we took her in, and yeah, she did have stasis. We don't know what started it still. But yeah, she had to end up staying overnight. It was like, I don't know, $3,000 or something ridiculous like that. Exotic vet bills are already crazy, but then like if they have to stay overnight too, it's like, Jesus Christ. So I had to drop $3,000 on the rabbit. But you know, with the little baby like that, it's not a hard decision to make. I was willing to do that. But yeah, she's fine. She was there overnight. They took good care of her, and then we got her back, and she's been all good. No concerns. But that's the kind of thing where like if you don't catch it quickly and you don't get on it, like they're in serious trouble very quickly. It's scary. Rabbits are they can be kind of fragile. How much more work is it to take care of bunnies compared to more conventional pets like cats? Cats are the easiest pet, dude. by far the easiest pet. I grew up with dogs my whole life. I have 3 cats and 4 rabbits now. And I mean, there are still dogs in the house as well. They all get along. But yeah, no, I always had dogs. That was what I was used to. Cats are really easy. Rabbits are not. I think that a lot of people think that rabbits are like easy, like they can get them for their kid or whatever. It's like, oh, it's like a cute little fluffy thing. No, if you're gonna get a rabbit, you need to like actually be willing to put in some work. They're not like super difficult. You do have to be careful because again, they are fragile, and you have to learn to pick up on when something is wrong, because they tend to hide when they're in pain or when there's something wrong because they're prey animals. They don't want to show signs of like being hurt because it makes them seem more vulnerable. So, but you know, they're social creatures. Getting one bunny is not really a good idea. The bunny will get very sad and it will get very clingy with you. And if you can't be around with the bunny all the time, then, you know, it's not a good thing. So you generally want to have multiple. They're very social. They do need a lot of stimulation. You can't just like put them in a cage and leave them. That's not cool. You gotta give them stuff to do. They gotta be eating constantly, mostly hay. But they're not low maintenance pets. They're fairly high maintenance, but they're not difficult, and they're awesome. And I love my bunnies, and I always want to have bunnies. Yeah, they're great. Well, it can't go wrong with them. They can be the right choice for your family if you give them lots of space and attention and company. 100%. I helped describe it pretty well with the medical situation you just talked about. Yeah. The big thing is like knowing, like learning to read body language and stuff like that. How on earth are you dealing with shedding with all those pets? I don't even bother trying. Like in my videos, you'll probably notice that you can't see it right now because it's like dark. There's always fur all over me, and it gets on my mic, and it gets everywhere. You just accept it. Cats are the easiest pets until they smell you received a bonus at your job. True. They'll do something. My cats have not given me any medical emergencies yet, thankfully. But the bunnies, we've had a few. Obviously, some of you will be familiar with Jupiter. That was a big thing. That was a long. There's a video on my channel about it. I made a video, I think back in February or something. Jupiter died back in December. But yeah, I did a video in like February talking about the whole thing with that. That was a big situation. Yeah. Harvey's my first cat, but I've had hamsters, mice, and rats. They're so prone to illness. Harvey just became a teenager this past weekend, so he's in his cranky years. Yeah, he's getting brooding. Yeah, no, they're great though. You gotta have some animals around, man. It makes me happy. The bunnies they were in here for a long time, but then, guys, I love the bunnies, don't get me wrong, but having to step over shit while I was working all day was starting to kind of drive me insane. So we put them up in the bedroom, and now that's where they are. And it's nice. I like sleeping with them. Benny tends to sleep up in the bed with me. He's my little boy. Nice to leave us, yeah, knock on wood. Vet bills are always worth it. My cat's a bit of a dummy and swallowed a sewing needle. He's fine. There was not a heart attack. Yeah, no, it's scary, man. It's definitely worth doing, though. I've never regretted spending, like, a lot of money on a vet bill. We spent so much on Jupiter. Thankfully, like, we were able to. Like, YouTube, pays pretty well, and my girlfriend is a foreman. She's a carpenter and a foreman, so like we were able, thankfully, to put the money into helping. But yeah, it can be a lot, and sometimes you can't afford it, and that's scary. That's a horrible decision you have to make. Made me crying with Yoda so much for Jupiter. I know he felt a lot. Jupiter was the best, man. He's such a good. He was the one who made me like fall in love with bunnies. He's a good little boy. I miss that guy. He's a good guy. There's a video. I'll never post it anywhere, but there's a video that my girlfriend took of the morning that we unfortunately did have to put him down, of him just sitting in my chest and he's licking my hands and he's saying hi. He's the sweetest little guy. 2 cats, both fairly little right now. One is an absolute creature, hyper as hell and clingy. And the other one is weirdly skittish on the edge all the time, but affectionate on occasion. Yeah, I love cats, man. This is my first time having cats. They're really great. We have 3 black cats. One's like a fluffy one. The other 2 are not. So there's Salem and Oakley, who we got last year. My girlfriend got them for my birthday. I think it was for it was either for my birthday or for our anniversary. I don't remember. But we got Salem and Oakley and they're great. And then pretty recently, one of my partner's neighbors, very unfortunately, is quite sick. And she has 2 kids and a partner, and they weren't, unfortunately, they got this cat like a year ago, and they weren't able to take care of the cat anymore. She was too sick to do it, and it's, you know, she's on, it sounds like she's on her way out, unfortunately. So we ended up taking that cat in as well. So now that's how we got the fluffy one. So we got 3 cats now. And he was named, his name Dusky. We're still a little unsure if we want to stick with Dusky or go with Nimbus. So we're kind of back and forth on that right now, but he's great. They're all so sweet, man. I got really lucky with cats. They're all just like really calm, chill, like sweet, playful little guys. I love them. Girlfriend sounds so cool for real. She's dope, man. It's great. It's so useful to have a carpenter around. You know, that really does come in handy. She built this whole like castle for the rabbits in the bedroom, like legit, like properly structured. It's really cool. How much does your girlfriend know about Rocklin Graves Productions? Funnily enough, she's not like much into like film. Like she likes movies, but doesn't usually want to like sit down and just watch a movie. Like there's something that she has on while she's doing something else a lot of the time. And the kinds of movies she does like are often not, we don't tend to like the same kinds of movies a lot of the time. But she watches my videos every now and again. And sometimes we do, like, we'll watch something together, but she knows, you know, she's seen some of the videos, but I don't, you know, most of the stuff I'm talking about, I don't think she hasn't seen, but I think she would rather watch the videos than the movies. Yeah. NFC tag. Huh? What are we talking about NFC tags for? Hard as Janice face Tori, but I do want a black cat when we have the room for another. If we're lucky, I'm hoping to find a Maine Coon. Want to name our next cat Fat Spaghetti. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I do love the animals. It's great having them around, man. Also, someone asked how I stopped Benny from peeing in the bed. Benny will not pee in the bed. Ruben will. Ruben is bad for that. I won't. The other day we were down here. I think I was playing Lords of the Fallen, actually, Charlotte. And Maddox, my girlfriend, Norwegian forest cat. Okay. She came down with Ruben and then with Benny. And she put Ruben on the couch behind me. We just reorganized the whole space. It's dope. I love it. But I was like, don't put Ruben on the couch. He's going to piss on the couch. She's like, he's not going to piss on the couch. I'm like, he's going to piss on the couch. Because he's not going to. I want to take him off the couch because he's going to piss on the couch. She takes him off, puts him on her lap. Immediately pisses on her lap. I was like, that's what you fucking get. I don't know what to tell you. So Ruben's bad for it, but Benny won't do it. He'll get off the bed and go to the litter pan. Benny's the best. He's a perfect bunny. I love that guy with all my heart. He's the 3 are Hollandlops. Benny is not a Hollandlop. Benny we got him because there was a friend of ours told us that like somewhere nearby they had seen like a dump of bunnies, basically. So what happens sometimes is that people will think that, oh, it's a bunny rabbit. If I don't want to keep the pet, I can just let them outside. Not true. Not true at all. Domestic rabbits are not meant for the outdoors. They are domestic. And you can't just let them out. They will die. And so when our friend said that, my partner was like, oh, we can't just let them, like, we got to go save at least one of these buggers. So we went out and spent like 3 hours chasing them around the backyard, and we wound up with Benny. We grabbed this little guy. He's not a hare. He's like a domestic rabbit. He was not supposed to be there. He wasn't one of the ones that was dumped. What happened was that there were 2 rabbits that were dumped, and they made it out there, and then, you know, gave birth to a whole bunch of rabbits that were running around. So we took Benny in from outside. And it's funny because he's by far the least problematic of all the rabbits. And he's the one who was like outside. But yeah, no, I love Benny. He's a little boy, my little boy. 9 cats, that's sick. Super soft center for felines. They were all brought in from my backyard. That's awesome. Another Lord drop for you guys. It used to be the Lords of the Fallen until a certain famous fantasy estate took umbrage with the name and made us change it. That's always fun to deal with, isn't it? I was wondering why it changed from the Lords of the Fallen to just Lords of the Fallen. I was like, is that just separated from the first one that came out in, like, was that 2015 or something like that? Squeaker, Autumn, Calliope, Clyde, Terpiscore, Hank, Marlene, Lydia, Victor. Okay, maybe 8. That's awesome. God forbid you say the, I guess. That's so bizarre. They're like, you can release this, but you have to drop the. American cottontails are close to European hares and domestic rabbits. Generally, domestic are not built for the wild, little in the wild of North America. Yeah, no, it's not. You can't just drop domestic bunnies, bro. It doesn't work like that. They're domestic for a reason. But yeah, I'm kind of glad they did it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them didn't make it, unfortunately, but I got Benny out of it. Benny's like, he's so good. I love that guy. Let's go Bloodborne in 2026. Unfortunately, the Bloodborne part of the stream has ended, but there is about 3 hours of Bloodborne for you to go back to. And in 2 weeks, we'll be back doing more Bloodborne, but next week we're going to play Murder House. So we're going to kind of go back and forth a little bit. Something Tolkien Estate, something Cease and Desist. That's actually crazy. I can't believe they did that. That's hilarious. They sent a cease and desist for that. That's insane. Dude, there's no way anyone's gonna, I mean, I'm sure someone would confuse it, but like, Jesus Christ. That's crazy. How petty. I will say, I am excited for the Lord of the Rings game that Warhorse is making. Tolkien is even trying to stop people from posting pictures of George R. R. Martin. We're watching too much Game of Thrones. J.R.R. Tolkien on social media. That's crazy. Sounds about right. Happy to catch you live, my guy. Click so fast. Every new video. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm editing a video on Rob Zombie's Halloween right now. And writing one on The Howling. So we've got some fun stuff coming. And, by the way, next month will be 5 years of Rocklin Graves, which is crazy. So I got to figure out what I'm doing for that. I got a meme for the work for the rest of the development where we added thought to everything. That sounds fun. I like it. The Rocklin Graves Productions. I'll change it to that. Just wait. The cease and desist letter's coming. Man. I know it's been a while since we did a stream, but this was a fun one. This was a very fun one. And I am excited to play Murder House next week, by the way. Seems like it'll be cool. Charlie got me Imagine the Fans from SpongeBob. I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid, so I never get the references when people make them. It upsets me. Do 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 do. So you know they're late, bunny. More merch, maybe. I don't have any 5 years ago. My first video was years when I saw was Lake Mungo. Nice. Yeah, that was one of the big ones. Or merch. The hat, the Rocklin Graves hat. This one was not actually like merch that I made. This was something my girlfriend had made. It's not like official Rocklin Graves merch. I'm gonna be completely honest. Maybe I'll do it at some point. But the biggest reason I have not done merch, aside from like how time consuming it is to like, you know, do designs and pay people to make them because I can't do that, and then also handle like the shipping and stuff, it complicates taxes. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to complicate my taxes. I hate doing my taxes enough as it is. I really should just hire a fucking accountant at this point, but like, I don't know. I just don't want to make it more complicated. That's the main reason I haven't done merch yet. It's so stupid, but like that actually is me being 100% honest. Our stream's going to be on Wednesdays moving forward? I think so, yes. Pretty sure. Craving for that hat. I'll ask my girlfriend to make another one. I love love hats too. Usually I wear hats, but it didn't make sense with the headphones, you know. But please, merch. Yeah, maybe at some point. I don't know. I like. It's just another piece, you know. And it's already like I'm working on, like, the videos take a long time to make. And I do it myself, you know, researching, scripting, shooting, editing, thumbnails, all of it. And then on top of that, like, I'm also working on like short films and stuff. And I'm writing like my own movies and stuff like that. Obviously I'm not doing that professionally, but like I certainly aspire to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe at some point. But why don't you investigate if you can do a capsule of somebody? I could do that for sure. Recommend an excellent Canadian account if you want help with those taxes. Because I want an RGB shirt. Yeah, I definitely, I should find an accountant at some point soon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very focused right now on trying to like write my own stuff. Like, I love talking about other people's movies, obviously, but ultimately I would like to just try and make my own at some point. The dulling was very fun, but it was more like practice to just get used to like the process of going from start to finish, like having the screenplay and then trying to develop it into something, and editing a short film like that was very different from anything I've ever done. Doing the sound design was cool. It's like it was us learning how to do it. The next short film that we're doing is like simple, but it's still more practice and it's more experience. And it's nice because it's going to be it's going to be like colorful and nice. It's not going to be like the dulling, which was like bland, not bland, like very bleak and kind of gray and depressing. This is not that, but then we're doing like a fucking gritty, probably black and white, like folk horror movie, and that's going to be a lot of work. That'll probably be like 30 minutes long. But yeah, ultimately I would like to make my own shit, and this is all time consuming, and this is me talking about not wanting to add more complication to my tax. Our taxes in Canada is complicated as they seem to be in the States. I don't know. I just don't like doing them. Especially now when you pass a certain threshold, even if you don't charge GST, HST, you still have to file an HST return, which is just also annoying. Whatever. I'll have to do it at some point. I'll have to get someone to just do it. Gotta go. It was nice to catch the stream. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What a less wrong but more better shirt from Travis. I don't get a lot of YouTube merch. I'm def keeping an eye out here. Nice. Bro, you're awesome. Oh, thank you. I love horror. I'm watching your videos. Really open my eyes to movies I hadn't seen. Techniques I never noticed until I watch your videos. Thank you for all of them. Well, that's very kind of you to say. Yeah, thank you. That makes me very happy. Really looking forward to your folk horror project. Same. I'm very excited to do that. I wrote a version of it before the dulling was even a thing. And then my cousin, who's my DP, started storyboarding a little bit, but then we were thinking about like logistically, like how are we going to do this? Like this is kind of complicated. And I was like, we need to try and write, like I want to write something that would be like easier for us to do. And if something is like weird and kind of trippy, you have some more room to be, I guess, cheaper with it. So the dulling was written with what we had access to in mind. To an extent, there were certain things that I didn't know how we were going to do until we were like actually starting to work on it. But yeah, the dulling was like basically just me being like, here's what we have. Let's make something that will like challenge us enough, but is still like simple enough that we can do it. We learned so much shooting it, man. There's so many things that we would have done differently going back. But yeah, no, it was an experience. So I'm very excited to now, having rewritten this other folk horror project quite a lot. It's the core story is still the same, but it's like way more intricate and elaborate, and I think scarier. Because I don't think the dulling was scary. We were never under any impressions that it was going to be scary. It was just like weird. Dulling had some Lynchian vibes to me. I think I had just seen Eraserhead when I wrote it, which makes sense. But yeah, that was the thing. Like we knew that it was like weird and wasn't scary, but it was like just pure atmosphere. That's what we wanted to do. And there's a story. There's nothing that's there for no reason. but I don't think I did a good enough job communicating what was going on, because not a single person has I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but there's a thing that happens right at the end at a table, and not a single person I've talked to caught why it happened and what was actually going on. And so that was a moment for me where I was like, okay, this was clearly like too obtuse. Because it's one thing if like some people get it and some people don't, then it's like fine, but no one got it. And then I was like, okay, that's on me then. So there are things about the dulling that may forever remain a mystery, because I was very obtuse with how I wrote it, apparently, which we didn't even realize. That was the thing. We'd been with it for so long and we worked on it for so long that it was like, by the time it was done, it was all very clear to us. And we, like, when we were test screening for people, we were like, oh, fuck, no one knows what happened. Like, we didn't know how to rework it, because it was so, like, we were basically picture locked. Whatever. We got to a point where it was like, it's the first one. It's not going to be perfect. We'll improve going forward. And hopefully that's the case. I'm very excited to keep working on stuff. And keep making stuff. It's so much fun, man. I love it. Doing it, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This feels right. Jesus, pardon me. But yeah, it does bother me though. I'm like, man, I have questions about the delling that I want to ask you on Instagram, and I always forget. You can ask them here if we want to, or ask on Instagram, whatever. If we want to do a little bit, maybe I can try and see. A lot of horror films I've watched recently have been really interesting. Had great atmosphere without being scary. My husband has a fairly low tolerance and felt the same. Well, that was the goal, was just to be atmospheric. But what I will say, because I do want, like, I would love the idea that I had to be communicated. What I would say, without just explaining it, because I also think that's not fun, would be, if you're watching it, pay attention to, I used the sound of nature to evoke James's peace. And what I would say is pay attention to what his peace is allowed to be towards the end. That's kind of the best way I think I can try, and I don't know if it's going to work. It may just be one of those things where, like, I fucked it up, but whatever. We still like it, and that's kind of what matters to us. But moving forward, I think we're not going to have this problem, because it's not as, like, weird and esoteric, but it's still fun. Heretic was almost scary, but mostly it was just really interesting. The performances were great. I still need to see Heresy, though. Heretic is very cool. I like that movie a lot. Heresy is fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's on Shudder. It's only about an hour long. It's a very easy watch. Oh, I watched this Estonian folk horror movie recently called November that blew my fucking mind, by the way. If you like folk horror, you gotta watch it. I'm gonna do a video on November in November. Just for fun. We're watching the dulling after the stream for sure. I hope that, pay attention to what James's peace is allowed to be. At what points does he feel it? Because I will say he's not possessed. That's not what's going on. He's not possessed. But he's being manipulated, I suppose. I don't know. It's one of those things. It'll be what it is. And we'll just take what we learned with it and apply it to the next projects that we do, which I'm excited to do. And I have like a full feature film written, and I have like 4 others that I'm working on. Like, I have lots of ideas. Hopefully I get to make something one of these days. It'd be really cool. I have 2 things to say besides what I want to ask. First, you have an eye for photography. Well, thank you. It's a collaboration between my cousin and I. He's the DP, Ben Herman. He did a brilliant job. We have very similar approaches. Every time I have him read something and he describes the images that he's getting, I'm like, that's exactly it. Like, we work very well together. And it was It worked well. I appreciate that, though. A lot of the images are like exactly what I had in my head when I was writing it, which is pretty cool. Some are different too. The other is we need the director's commentary. My first thought there is, my God, I feel like it's kind of like hard to even like bring up, but I feel like a lot of people get the impression from some of the movies that I cover and the way that I talk about them. I get a lot of comments of like being like, oh, pretentious, like film snob, which is not the impression I want to give off. I don't, that's not my goal. But man, do I ever feel like if I put up a director's commentary for my fucking weird ass short film, I think those comments would be flooding in there too. Yeah. Maybe. Could be fun. I'm definitely doing some behind the scenes stuff. Need to resub to Shudder. I have all of Channel Zero on Blu-ray now, so I dropped the subscription a little while back. Yeah, fair enough. Shudder and the Criterion Channel are the only streaming services I still have. The scene by the lake in the Delling was so pretty, for real. So that originally, we were going to shoot that in the same spot that we shot the opening scene, where he walks out onto the rock. We went back and we were like, oh, it's completely underwater. We can't shoot there, because what we didn't realize had happened was that when we shot the opening scene for the Delling, it was in a drought. So the water level was like way further out. And normally you wouldn't be able to get that far onto what was a beach and the rocks at the time. You could only like see a bit of the rock pointing out. When we went back, we're like, well, that sucks. So we shot it a couple feet away from there. Same area, but just a little, a little adjusted. Yeah, that was a fun scene to shoot too, because most of the short is like really like dark, and that was like colorful and warm briefly. It's the longest scene of the short, which I hadn't really thought about before we started shooting. The last thing I think you were is pretentious. You could ever really open mind with everything about. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's definitely not an impression that I want to, give off. But yeah, no. All right, look. It's been about 3.5 hours here. I'm getting a little tired. I'm reading Frankenstein. I kind of want to go read Frankenstein a bit more, because I am finally planning on doing a video about Del Toro's Frankenstein. But I was like, I need to read the book first. I can't make that without reading the book. So I'm doing that. Yeah, all right. You should drop an RGP video about the Delling as though you didn't make it and you're seeing it for the first time. We did talk about doing that, but like only from the sense that I would just like rip it apart and just be like, this sucks. That'd be the only way I would do that. We do have a cut of the Delling that I'm working on that's like basically a joke. Where like we're including some bloopers in the short. And also like when we were shooting the dinner scenes, Ben, who also played Warren in the short, when my cousin Emily was talking, she plays Catherine, he was kind of just making these faces like he was tired of her, and he's playing her partner, which is weird because they're siblings, but he would just be like, Jesus Christ. He was making these like exacerbated faces. So we have like a minute of him just sitting there like, oh, fuck. It's like checking his watch. Like, so I have one where like while she's talking, we like cut to one of those. It's great. It's really funny. Please keep on creating stuff, bro. I always look forward to new videos and big projects. Thank you. Thank you. I don't plan on stopping. I absolutely plan on continuing to make stuff. Yeah, and it's crazy that it's so crazy that Rocklin Graves started 5 years ago next month. It's wild to think about. Been full time with it over 2 years now. Shelley's writing in Frankenstein was so damn good. I hope you're enjoying it. Hey, the writing is brilliant, man. It's so good. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's fantastic. It's interesting too, because for me, I grew up with the Universal monster Frankenstein, which is so different from the book. So I'm getting a whole new perspective. Can't wait to see you direct full-length films. Man, that would be so cool. I would love to do that. I have, like I said, I have a full movie written. I'm working on a couple more. Got lots of ideas. I would love to be able to do that someday. Who knows? That would be really cool. But yeah, all right. I'm going to wrap it up here. This was very fun. We'll be back next week playing Murder House, and then the week after that we'll do more Bloodborne. But yeah, no, thank you all for coming and hanging out. This was a really fun stream. It was a good chill vibes for the first one back. And hope to see some of you next week when we're doing that. And I'll be sure to share more updates with I don't know, whatever's going on. I'm not watching the next werewolf trailer. I promise. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, no, I'll be yeah, I'm seeing Insidious 6 tomorrow. So I'll have an Insidious ranking up on Friday. And then on Monday I'll have my Rob Zombie's Halloween video up. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it for now. We're doing camera tests on the next short film right now. We're just running into a snag with casting. There's one guy that we're trying to cast that I don't know how we tried to find like people that we knew who could do it. There's no one, so I'm just gonna have to like put out like a casting call in the area or something. I don't know. Yeah, all right. Thank you all so much for tuning in as always, and I will see you next week, hopefully. All right, have a great night.